nobody guarantee anything, especially you talk about somebody running a whole event. We can't guarantee somebody ain't just gonna run up and punch you in your face when you're not looking. We can't guarantee somebody ain't gonna spill a drink on your feet. We can't guarantee anything. You know, I'm just talking about the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the reality. If you're uncomfortable, just don't go. That's the best. That's the best thing. I was really more so talking about Jay Black. Like he could stay home. Like nobody trying to shake
Yo,
his hand.
yo,
Right?
John.
Yeah.
I really think that what people might have misunderstood what you said. I just made a little. I mean, I ain't saying I'm nobody, right? But I just made a little tweet reiterating what you said because I did see that. But what I will say is, I think when they talk about women feeling safe at battle rap events, I don't think women are expecting any special treatment. I think they are like want the weird niggas and the weird shit that happens to just be like, for people to speak up about it and protect the women if that happens. If we say, okay, buddy over here did this,
Salute to
that
everyone in
would
the
just be
building.
on
Salute
there.
to
That's
everyone
all
in
they
the
say.
building.
But we don't
Smash
want
that
no
like
special
button.
treatment. But like I said, I don't have them kind of issues and I go to a lot of battle rap events. But of course I've heard stories like everyone else. So we just want the weird shit to be niggas stand on that and don't let weird niggas in the culture. But we don't want no special treatment. We just want to be fans like me. I just want to
Right.
be
But
a fan
again,
like everybody else.
we can't two things, right? We can't stop weirdos from coming in the culture. We can't do that, right? I'm just talking about the reality of it. And here's another reality thing that people probably gonna hate me for, but it's not only niggas that's weird, some females are weird too. So sometimes it's like um if we get an inkling that somebody's doing some weird shit and we know it, like you take it back to the greedy Gotti situation and shit like that. That nigga ain't pop up at no event, so who endorsed it? Who? So you can't say like niggas got to stop doing something when when he got called out and everybody stood against that. He ain't been in no events bothering nobody. Name
No, that's
somebody
true.
else. Name
So yeah.
somebody else. So
Oh yeah.
anytime
See, I
that
can't do that.
happened, things has been put in place. It just ain't been spoken on it. Like it ain't been spoken about it. If I hear a weirdo is doing some weird shit, I may not speak about it because I feel like I'm giving that weirdo more of a platform, but I could still act on it to where, you know what I mean? Nah, he ain't coming to no bullpen event. You're not about to make nobody feel uncomfortable regardless of what. But before I take a side, I would just eliminate the whole situation. Because at the end of the day, if somebody want to pop up somewhere, even if they can't get inside, they could be outside. If niggas want to be weird, they're gonna be weird. Like to avoid weirdos 100%, stay home.
So what you're saying is, if anywhere someone goes, if they don't want to be around weirdos, stay now. That you're not saying battle rap. You're not saying women. You're saying wherever, whoever weirdos can be anywhere in the
Wherever.
world. If you
Yes.
don't want to, if you're afraid to encounter some weirdos, male or female, just stay home. That is, yeah, I completely understand what you're saying in that regard, right? But I also feel like, as far as battle rap events and relating it to what we do, and like, well, as far as fans, right, and showing up, I
Mm.
think it's who you come with, how you carry yourself. And it's both male and female, right? Who you
Right,
come with, how
right.
you carry yourself, what you doing. You know what I mean? Like for example, in Atlanta is where I go to majority of the events because that's where I live. But I always have, whether I pull up with somebody or not, I have someone walk me to my car. That's a simple thing, not because I ever felt
Hmm.
uncomfortable, but just in case I got the same person or whoever that I know I can trust walk me to my car
Exactly.
when I leave. Just little
So
small things, but I
so
would do
you
that
take proper
anywhere.
precautions. You
Yes.
take proper precautions moving how you move, and that's on each individual. How is that on the person that's throwing the event is what I'm saying. How is that on the person when a person is throwing an event, right? They got security there, they got things in place or whatever. Now, how you move is on you. How could you do 100% prevention of any weird shit that's happening?
So you
Now,
can't,
if
right? Yeah,
you
you can't do
can't,
that. Right. You can't do
you
that.
can't unless the only way you can do 100% prevention. It's only one way. Can you take a guess? Stay home.
Yo, yo.
Like, like that's the really shit I could say. I don't. I don't know. Like, I'm not like, come on. No, why would I? Of course, I don't want no female to feel uncomfortable. Any female should feel comfortable coming to these events. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, these events wasn't designed for females to come to. This is not an event that people like. Back in the day, battle rap events was gritty. It was dangerous. It was dangerous sceneries. It wasn't no place for no female to go and look pretty. It's hostile. Anything could happen. You knew that between the battlers, anything could happen as far as there's been events where fights broke out and there was melees and certain things happened. So it's like when you go in certain places, you know what you getting into. You know what type of shit you getting into. You know what I mean? But yeah, if there's a way to protect, of course. Like if there's a way to do it, of course I'll be with it. But it's just like I don't know. Like as far like what Frank was trying to say is like it's driving the females away, and I'm just like that's where it started. He said it was driving females away from coming to events, and I'm like, well, if they're uncomfortable, they don't have to come to the events. That's where it came from. It's like what you mean driving away? Like you can still support from home. That's how the conversation started.
So
But
I think even in your comments right now, like just because I'm reading the timeline, still talking about that, John, they on your ass. Just want to throw that out there. They on your ass with your
I thought that was
comments.
weird, Jay. I was like, why
Yeah,
you get that John for? John,
yeah, they on
ain't even
they
fucking
on
with
his
you.
ass right now.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Hey, John, out of all people, John, nah, bro.
Wait,
Not
wait,
this
wait.
lady, man.
Well,
I got a
well,
question. I got a
somebody in
question
your
for that.
comment just said, "Stop saying telling the ladies to stay home." That's what the disconnect is. That's what one of your comments just said.
See,
But
why the ladies feel targeted? I'm talking about anybody that feels uncomfortable in any situation. Stay home. Why are the
because
ladies
the
targeted?
ladies, when situations happen at these events, could y'all point out like when it happens or who did it? I think if y'all did that, it'd been handled right then and there. I'm just saying moving forward, right? My bugging.
No, you're not bugging.
If you say,
That's
yo, this nigga right here, just yelling, this who that? I think a lot of the MCs, league owners, they take care of it.
I agree with Black because Jalissa's my homegirl. Ain't nobody going. I ain't gonna sit there. Nobody fuck with Jay. She right next to me. That's my sister right there. She done pick me up from the airport at a battle rap event. So that you know
so.
what I mean.
And
Like
then
I
what do you
don't
want
know.
niggas to do after the fact? If you don't say nothing right then and there, and then you do something, what do you want niggas to do after the fact? Yeah, we can stop niggas from coming to events so nobody else feel uncomfortable. And I feel like for the most part, anybody that had weird shit pertaining to females at an event, we ain't seen at no events in a while.
And John, let's be honest. I don't think me, you, and Black, a bunch of us, ain't no way we gonna sit there and let some nigga harass no fucking woman and we not and niggas not on it. I just don't see that, bro. I don't see a bunch of
Never.
niggas sitting there watching some nigga harass a sister and we don't say nothing. I just don't see that, bro. I don't see that. I could be bugging. I could be wrong. But I just don't see niggas
I've
doing that.
never seen it. I've never seen it.
Niggas ain't doing that, man. Niggas ain't doing that. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how could you, how could you, how could you like guarantee somebody's comfort? How could you guarantee somebody's comfort?
So I don't think you can't, right? Unless I think what y'all saying right now is how you guarantee someone's comfort. To know that okay, if something happens at an event, right, and if I'm there and I know somebody do some weird shit and I can go to people. Like I said, I'm not saying me. I be outside. I've never felt uncomfortable at a battle rap event. I want to make that clear. But I'm saying women in general, right? To know that we will be protected, I think that's all they want to know. That if anything happens, right, just say something. They got your back. That's it. Like that's the only thing that women need to hear. Pull up. You're more than welcome. Ain't shit gonna happen to you. You can sit in the crowd and be a fan like everybody else. That's it. And that should be obvious, right? That's why I think the that's what I think the
Respectfully,
women want
Jay,
to
I'm
hear.
kind of disappointed that we having this conversation where the sisters feel like
Yeah.
we gotta have a conversation if they feel unprotected or protected around a bunch of niggas. That is weird, man. Where the fuck we at in 2025 when it comes to that? That's just and I gotta be honest, some of the
And,
girls in
and,
this
and,
culture,
and then we talking about this like this is a recent issue. You know what I'm saying? We talking like as if like has there been any situations lately, any events within these past I don't know how many years to where we had to deal with some weirdos, the way females are feeling. Has this ever been a conversation before today?
Yeah, I'm not the right person to ask for that because I don't really be involved or know. Like I go to events, but I don't really be in space. I don't know. You got to ask another lady that kind of question.
Like,
I,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
blame I blame pandering ass Frank, bro.
I agree. I agree 100%.
That nigga's a panda belt, bro.
That's a
Like
fact.
Yo, not too much on Frank.
He ain't Capo ain't lying, man. Shit.
Yeah, that was
y'all are
definitely
wild.
him.
yeah,
That was definitely him. Talking about the
Yo,
ladies
Frank,
don't
I
feel
got your back. I
comfortable.
got your back, Frank.
Frank. Yeah, Frank was wild.
feel me? Like,
So y'all, but y'all
Hey, this
know
nigga,
these conversations are had amongst some of the women though. So it's not just a Frank thing. I've heard it too. Everyone has heard it about the
I'm just
women in
saying. So
battle
we
rap.
can't stop. I think we got to talk about again. The title of the thing was the future of battle. So I say moving forward, just signal something. Just give a person, the crowd a look, give a league owner, a battle rapper a look to let you know, handle this person right next to me that's being weird or doing something or touch somebody that way, and I think it get handled at an event.
No funny shit, Jay Black. That's what I was gonna say. That's the best thing to do. Like if something happened, because most of the time, like when I seen females speak about something happening, it's usually like after they get back home and they'll talk about, oh well, when I was at the event this weekend, like the little shit I seen. But nah, say that on the spot. Niggas could give when niggas start violating niggas on the spot. I promise you that shit won't be happening.
That's a fact.
That'd be the last time it happened.
Yeah, if you point it out right there, niggas will be on it. Especially like I know the niggas in the space will and the niggas. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just point it out right then. Like when you get home, that's kind of hard to deal with and manage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm still blaming Frank.
Yeah, it's all
So
Frank's fault at the end of the day.
Yeah, whatever I missed, it was me. What happened?
you got me
No,
being
no,
attacked
no.
by
What happened was
you
the
got the
female
timeline
battle
in the
rap.
uproar because of your dumbass statements.
he was trying to fight on Valentine's Day. That's all. And
I
then
can
he
accept
threw
it from
everybody under the
anybody
bus.
except Capo. I ain't gonna
That's what
lie.
happened.
What you said,
Got me
Black?
beat.
I'm saying Frank was trying to find a Valentine's Day. He kept like trying to throw everybody under the bus and trying to seem
Oh,
like
I
he
was
was attacking.
pandering, J
He
Black.
was pandering. He was
Yeah,
pandering at
panda.
Panda Express.
Panda Express.
Ni-
All that.
Copy that.
Nigga Frank
All he
said we
was
got to give each woman a Birkin that come to a fucking battle, bro.
Oh, I like that. You on to something.
Bruh.
With a gun
Yo,
See?
inside.
cancel
see
this
that,
nigga Capo
and a
immediately.
Rolex too.
With
A
a gun in
Rolex
it.
watch. Like you fucking tripping.
You need a Birkin with a gun in it.
Make America
That's
trick
even
again.
better. For my fact, how about y'all let the ladies let me bring my gun in the building? How about that? Stop checking my purse.
No one got that should be a thing. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
mean, y'all should have ways on how to get that in anyway.
I didn't say I
How?
didn't. I just said stay
How?
away from my purse.
I
How
ain't
though?
supposed to let you in there with it, but you can get it in there.
How?
You know what? That's the new hashtag. Stop checking our purses at battle rap events. I got us, ladies.
I feel you, John. If you can get it in there, get it in there.
You go in there. I
I,
know
I just
females
I
that
just
come
don't
to
like the
both
way they
events
twisting
with it
John
on them.
John words on TL, bro. Like he running Atlanta league. Them events be half women, and all of them go home safe. Like
Yeah, Capo, I promise you, man, I don't even be paying attention to none of that shit because, like, people with whatever they trying to push, that's just what they gonna try to push. They niggas is purposely ignoring what I said and my point, even though niggas understand what I'm saying. Everybody that was on the live that was talking understand what I'm saying, but if you niggas just want to be on the timeline saying whatever, it doesn't make no sense. I'm still standing on what I said. Why would anybody go anywhere if they're uncomfortable? Why? The safest place you could be is at home. At the
And he
same
means
time,
anywhere, y'all. Anywhere. He's not talking
anywhere.
about women at battle rap. He said anywhere in the world. But he's saying if you feel safe, pull up to battle rap events, everybody. John is not saying he doesn't want women coming to battle rap events. I got you, John. Let me clear that. He's saying come if you feel safe. If you don't feel safe, stay home.
you
That's
better not
it,
go to no NBA, NFL games. That's what a real creep said.
man. And Roger Goodell don't get or fucking Adam Silver. Niggas ain't telling them niggas to. Yeah, listen.
There was some good discourse being had in the previous days. Salute to everybody that participated in that conversation, man. That shit was fire.
Yeah,
Jay
but
Black dip when it was time to talk about champion as usual, but salute.
I'm here now. I didn't know you was talking about champion.
No, we definitely
Okay.
did. Right, but John was like, "Yo, so it take 3 battles to win champion." You disappeared right then and there.
Yeah, so for 2025, it takes 3 battles. You don't gotta do 4. You don't gotta do 5. It takes 3 battles to be considered for the top 20. It'd be hard to win, but for 2024, no, I can't get into that. My fault.
Yeah,
You
but
walked that back. You
we were
walked that
saying
back.
since it's 3 champions for 3 battles for champion, we were saying 3 major events for a league to be considered a major league.
See, that's how you know you full of shit, bro.
That's
See, I
literally
wasn't even
what we
talking about
said.
champion. You just made that shit up. You
That
just made that shit up.
am I capping, John? That's not what we said.
nah,
You
yeah,
talking
that's
about
what we
champion or
said.
league owners?
Yo, bro, yo, All that fast talking, freak by the young bullshit y'all doing in Philly not gonna work here, Jay Black. We said
Nah, Frank, you
that.
be having two conversations at the same
That's what I'm
time.
saying. He be
You be
deflecting
having
and
two
lying.
conversations at the same
Right,
time.
you're
How?
Jamaican, man. You gotta know how we move, man. You
How?
know.
What did I do?
Cause you talk about Cody, then you switched him to a major league. Like, what does a major league got
That's
to
what I'm
do with
saying. Gotta
Cody?
do a
No, what
Cody.
I told him was we was asking him since his 3 that we would do 3 major major battle events for leagues. Remember that? Or I'm bugging. Jersey.
I think what Frank White was trying to say is that Jordan Lucas versus Lloyd
I
Banks.
never said no shit like that. You ain't never heard me say no
Jordan
shit like
Lucas
that.
versus Lloyd Banks should be shout out to Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? It's the Banks.
Nah, I've been waiting on John versus Lloyd Banks. I'm gonna be honest.
I take that one too.
What happened?
Yeah.
I said he was trying to talk about major battles. I said I'd rather see John versus Lloyd Banks.
I'm not mad at that either, but listen, the Jordan, need some lessons. I think Lloyd can,
Nah, Joyner and DNA, and then John and Banks.
they could teach him a few things. The Banks, you know what I'm saying?
Joining DNA.
I'm bugging.
Nah, I like it. I like it. But DNA is
But
He's
Los, King Los versus
you
DNA.
want to throw
Joyner
DNA
Lucas.
at Joyner?
Joyner said that
King
he's
Los.
taking his peer first and then a battle rapper after.
King Los.
King Los versus who?
Lloyd
3?
Banks or
Joyner Lucas.
Mm.
Joyner Lucas ain't being on King Los though, but y'all got it.
That's a good little rapidy rap, lyrical miracle ass battle right there.
Mm-hmm.
Black, throw the Cody GoFundMe in the jumbo.
Hi the boss. Hi the boss. Hi the
Can
boss.
you do that
Hi the
too?
boss.
What up, 3?
Wait. So you
Shit.
hold on. She puts up Av. Wait, you put up Av and Swamp, but you can't put up the GoFundMe either.
I got to do everything, Black.
If you put up those
Yes.
two, yeah.
Yes, the boss.
All right, man. I got it. Hold on.
Thank you. How you do those two? But
Hold on, the boss managing Jay Black too?
Nah.
Oh,
You didn't know?
Nah, she not.
what you trying to say? The boss can't be a manager?
That's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what he's saying.
Wow.
Let's get that on the timeline.
Wow, the ladies, y'all going for that?
That's safe? That's not safe.
I've been saying Jay Black hates the ladies.
Oh my God.
PBR, put that in your
Y'all.
blogs, nigga. Put that in your fucking blog.
Hey, I gotta shoot my niggas some bail, man. My nigga, we Caribbean niggas. We don't hate women. Caribbean niggas don't hate women at all. Let me just throw that out there off rip. We just can't do that.
I feel like all the women in the culture love me, man. They don't hate me.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
here
just
we
don't
go.
love them
I've
back.
never seen
We
a
ain't
woman
say
Not
nothing
this
about
nigga
loving
Beanie
you.
Man. Here we go.
I've never seen a woman in battle rap mad at me, bro. For real.
I can't say the same, Black. God bless you.
Listen, even if a girl is mad at me on Twitter, let's say I say she lost a battle in person, she'll hug me, bro.
Don lady told me fuck myself because I said she lost the QB back in the
Oh
day,
my
but see there.
god. Oh my god. Shout out Don Lady. That was foul though.
No woman in battle rap mad at Jay Black or hate Jay Black for real.
Better than me, brother.
That's cap.
So, hey, the boss, they deleted
who
that
hated
Hey
you?
Jay Black groupie that we had. Like, when it was like 50 women in the culture in there talking like how we used to talk about how we hate him so much. Is that like still existing or?
No, that's
are we
still
like-
around. That's why I don't know what he's talking about.
We making stuff that's crazy. Wow. Come on, man. I never see this in
I
person.
feel him. I understand. Like, how I join that group?
That's what I'm saying. We wanted you to smoke them. We was trying to raise bread for y'all battle.
He wanted
We wanted
help
something
y'all
now.
guys
We
do.
wanted something now. Now we wanted something.
Say
Raise the bread.
less.
Yeah, raise the
Say
bread.
less. Let's raise some money, man. Donate to Cody.
Raise the bread for that.
How about we do that for 2025, Jay Black?
I'll be John
Let's
John's
battle
last
for the,
battle.
let's just battle for the Cody belt, me and you. Like,
That's kind of far. I ain't gonna hold you.
There go John
I'm with
Cody
that too,
automatically. That was easy.
let's
I'm
just
with that
battle
too,
for
John.
that.
That was easy.
Is he John Cena, John Legend?
You see what happened to the last nigga that said
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, wait for this one though.
You see what happened to the last Philly nigga that said that?
Wait for this one though.
You see what happened to all them Philly
Wait for
niggas
this
that
one
say
though.
that?
Wait for
Huh?
this one though.
What is you talking about, nigga?
We
I
gonna
might
make
be
this-
the king of Philly. Since
We're
we
gonna make this
talk
one
about
easy
it.
to read. You feel me? You know what I'm
Since
saying?
you want to talk, I might
This
be
is
the
gonna
king
be-
of Philly.
This is gonna be easy to read, bro. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
something for you.
take my shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Jay Black, they did say you was skimming off the. That's why they stopped donating, because you was taking like 80% of it and only giving 20 to
He
the
definitely
winner.
put a portion in his pocket.
Wait. So this
I
is what I'm
seen
talking
the
about.
nigga crib.
If that was true, why hasn't any battle rapper complained about their money?
You fudge.
Oh wait.
You be playing with the numbers, bro. We seen
They
it.
don't know what the real numbers was. They don't know
Yeah.
what the real numbers was. You
We put
control the
fake numbers on the
GoFundMe.
screen
It's
and
in the
then
GoFundMe.
yeah.
Nigga said GoFundMe took that, not me.
Word.
That's because
No.
battlers are willing to lie to make it seem like they got more money than
Fact.
they did.
No, they get the cash in hand. That must mean I'm the biggest gangster in battle rap. That's what it means.
Yes,
right?
I've been said
That's
that.
what that gotta mean.
I've been said that.
That's why we got the group meeting.
If I
Nah,
give
you the biggest plug. You the biggest plug.
That's a
give you
fact.
11,
Nigga, crib is like Pablo Escobar crib.
If I give Hustle 11,000 and I take back 5, oh, she like, yeah, I got 11. What that mean? That's backwards.
Nah.
You got more than 11. That's the thing that nobody knows.
Bingo.
Exactly, John.
Bingo.
All right. I think the beauty of what I've done with Cody is that I'm probably one of the most trustworthy person with people in battle rap with money. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. If y'all had to bet and somebody had to hold y'all money, y'all give it to me. Let's call for this. Yes,
all right, slow down
yes,
now. Now, slow down.
Yes, y'all would. Yes, y'all would.
Now,
Yes, y'all would. Yes, y'all would.
maybe if the amount was disclosed. Now, if I give you an unknown amount of money, I'm not leaving that with you.
I think y'all would. I think y'all would. You know what I'm saying? I ain't slick, nigga. Yeah, but by the way, please donate the channel. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Much love.
So this your last year for champion?
2025 is the last year.
And nothing could change your mind. What if you raise 20,000 and everybody's turned up and then 2026 start off? Wow.
I'm letting it be known right now that if I ever raise 20,000, I am taking a cut. I am.
See
the real side.
Glad the space is recorded.
Yeah, recorded. Someone niggas will know so that they're not
now.
surprised. Like, yo, why Jay Black take 5,000?
So you'll take a cut and not do it again and still end it?
If I take a healthy cut, I'll do it again.
A healthy cut.
Yo.
Cut.
Wow.
I need that nugget. You know what I'm saying? I need that nugget. You know
AJ Black, let me ask you something, man.
What's up?
Who would you trust in the culture to pick up the champion? Like with the money.
Please, not the boss.
Not with the money. The money. That's y'all gotta trust in whoever's in place now. If people do GoFundMe, I would say
don't say the boss.
Not the boss. Shout out to the boss.
You don't trust me?
Hell no.
I do trust you. The boss.
She gonna give it to her clients back to back to back. We good on that.
You see, I think I would trust the boss to hold money. The boss got bread. I think I would. If I had to pick, it would be.
Let that be known.
It wouldn't be one person. It'd be a collective of battle rappers. Like I think I would. John is good. I think John, Geechee, Jazz, and a few other folks. I think they come together and just then they took over champion year. I think that's good. Like done with avocado. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll work.
What about J Schmo? I think J Schmo be trustworthy.
Oh yeah, I think J Schmo part of that panel of dumb battle rappers. Yeah, like you give dumb battle rappers and a few others, and then J Schmo or a Lang or
I trust three. I trust three with the money too.
Wait. So we asked 2 different questions. I think K Walker is saying, who would you trust to continue to do champion of the year? Is that your question?
Why 3 couldn't do it?
Yeah.
So they're not talking about the money right now, right? It's not about the.
No, but 3 could do that too. Like
3 can be a part of the panel right
now.
now.
Why he need a panel? Why he can't just be the nigga to run champion?
Yo,
3letterman, you right here, bro.
Yo, Frank, you an asshole. My mom is so.
3 don't want to do it.
I love you, my nigga. Let me just say, I've been invited a fucking champion every year to do that judging. I just don't do it. It ain't nothing to do with J Black.
We need you though, 3.
I don't want to do it. I don't watch too much. I don't want to do it. I watch your sideline.
Is that PLK that just?
That's next to the building.
What up? John.
PLK.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Thanks. What up?
Yo, John. I'm gonna put together some rounds and I'm gonna call you.
Let's go.
Oh shit!
Let's go, baby.
We can put money on the floor. What we doing?
Put together some rounds too. We gonna have a private battle on the phone.
Nah, I just want you to hear, what I'm capable of.
You listen.
Like
Jordan is right there, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Can we put some money on the floor, like a little friendly? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're capable of, but I'll definitely hear it though.
Nah, I don't know if capable. Yeah, capable might be the right word, but like I've been in tune. You know what I mean? Since the very beginning. So it's like I think self-awareness is like the biggest thing with this. Like I'm not I'm not a fool in any form or fashion. I would never even play like that. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
the first step. I know what I could do. So I'd be kind of tripping. I speak to a few people and give a little insight on what I think here and there. But I ain't out the loop. And at the end of the day, I come from the cloth of this shit. Like I come from all of the elements that thrived in battle rap, probably outside of the theatrics. That's the battle rap that I was a fan of.
The same like shit that Cassidy come from.
Yeah, I would assume
That's what I'm saying. Like
around that same time.
it was the same shit. He felt like the same thing. I'm in tune. We heard in his bars, he been following. We heard in his interviews, he been following. But it takes a while to get in tune. To get in tune, you actually got to be active. You can't just be watching.
Nah, that's a
You
fact.
got you gotta. You only gonna learn from the experience.
That's
You
a
can
fact.
watch it and be like, yo, I could do this, I could do that. Then when you get up there, you know what? I should have did it like this. I should have did it like that. That's what makes niggas get better
Yo,
after
J
they get
Black,
going.
they got this word. I think it's pronounced anomaly. So every now and then you get these motherfuckers that just kind of like come outside and just be different. When I came outside rapping, I was different, bro. I'm talking 13, 14. I was giving niggas a problem. So yeah, I get you in most cases. I ain't most cases.
We still got to see it
No,
though,
that's a
Banks.
fact.
The anomaly got to happen for it to be an
No,
anomaly.
it's just got to happen again.
There ain't no
It,
hypothetical
but
anomalies.
just know that it will
I
be
like
happening for
this.
the second time.
I like
When,
this.
when was the first
When
time?
I came outside at 13.
That wasn't
I
that. That
like
ain't what
this.
we do today
Yeah.
though. That ain't what we do today though.
Yeah.
Trust me,
I
it
was
will.
outside at 13 too.
Yeah, but I didn't.
There's stories about me and Yonkers for sure. Footage, everything. It's still different now.
Yeah.
It's still different.
Is it really that
So we
different?
gotta see that anomaly. Yes, it's very
What's the
different.
biggest difference?
I would have to show you better than I could tell you.
I like that. I like
Talk
that.
crazy. Let's
It would have
go.
to be that. Nah, because I could tell you a
I
bunch of
like
shit.
this,
That
man.
don't mean I know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm just talking about the nuance. Just from an outsider. Like, what's the biggest adjustment?
It's just the experience, man. I think that's the key. I think that's
You
all it
can't
is,
you
because that's
can't
how
put
you
it on
learn.
all experience because twerk came out the door killing niggas. So it's not
Nah,
always experience. Like some people just
it's a,
have those it factors that could move the whole fucking needle of the game. It's not just seasoned vets that's having an impact on the culture.
I mean, twerk had to do some polishing too, though. Pause.
No, that's a fact.
Twerk is eons above the way he was when he first started.
But not first started, but when you first had an impact. That's a good question too. Like, what's your prime? What you think your prime is, or do you feel like you still like in your prime?
I don't even know. That's a good question. I mean, you could say that going off the year that I had last year is one of them. I don't think there's. I think you could be in multiple primes.
Nah, facts. So I'm saying it more like because people compare me to like the mixtape banks, and then like as I developed into the mainstream artist. It's two different things. Like you can feel like you better as you get older because your wordplay experience and just being more polished, like you said. But
Yeah.
people always gonna have their pick. Like, nah, I fuck with this version of him more. So I was just curious to know like which version of you do you think is a better prime? Like, is it now or is it
Yeah,
before?
I think
Just off
I'm
style.
style. I'm way better now than I ever been, and I'm gonna get better if I keep going, because that's what I'm doing. I'm battling the last time you seen me, and then I'm using my critiques on certain shit. If I speak about something that I'm seeing that I don't like, I try to work on it to show it in my performance versus just being a nigga that's complaining about it. That's why when you ask me, like, what's the difference? I wasn't just talking shit when I'm saying I have to show you better than I could tell you. I really meant that because it's more so of a show than just speaking about it. But yeah, right now, I mean, shit, of course, because it comes with wisdom and experience. I'm the most experienced I've ever been. So that's why I feel like I'm the best I've ever been.
Right. Sometimes it's just a little. I know it gets frustrating, right? Because it's only really one period of time you can make people. People love the Air Force One, right? but it was a prime for the Air Force One as well. It might have been two primes, right? It was a prime for us, and then it was a prime for like G Herbo and them. You feel me? But that second
That's a
prime
fact.
for us, it might not be the same. And I think that's the biggest hurdle as an artist is growing. In that growth, you're gonna leave some people behind that want to live vicariously through who you were in your content in your earlier prime. But you as an artist are feeling like you said, like right now, 10, 15 years later, you feel like you're way better than you were back then. But it's people who just don't grasp that concept because subject matter wise and ignorance, and it's a certain level. That's why people are like, yo, go back to this style or do the punchlines. I'm like, yeah, it was a certain level of ignorance in things that I might have known or knew better, but was young enough to be ignorant. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
now I'm old enough to know better and less ignorant. So it's like you would have to find ways to tap into that, like kind of like when Jay did American Gangster. Like it was a way to get the content off, but he was speaking like from the perspective of somebody else, like a concept.
No, yeah, I like that point. I
Yo,
like
Jay
that point a
Black,
lot.
what we doing? This the last year?
It's the last year, champ.
You sent
2025.
2025.
Yeah.
He
Damn.
running on us, man.
So
I'm still in the culture.
damn.
Nah, fuck all that.
That's not running, but why I gotta keep something up for 10 years?
Yeah.
Support go
Yes.
down and down and down.
I ain't going front, Black. You might have to like y'all might have to just throw like your own little event. Just with those two battlers. Like if you really ending it this year, I think it should be like the play in, like the top four. Like, you know what I
Or do a
mean? Like,
champion tournament.
yeah, do like a
That's
championship
fire.
tournament.
Yeah.
Only you take the top six or whatever, and semifinals, finals, shit like that. So that way it ain't nothing left, to be discussed. Ain't no arguments. Like at the end of the day, y'all controlled your own
It's
fate.
always
Who
an
won
argument.
champion?
It's always an argument.
I mean, not
Think
with
about
judges.
battle rap.
Not with judges.
They
You go,
argue our decision. We judged our hands over
hey,
the dice. They arguing about that.
yo, argue all you want, brother. Make the fan vote 50%. Make the culture, the staff, the J Blacks of the world, y'all 25, and make the well, you can't make the artists because there's too many relationships. Well, make some industry artists the other 25%.
I see what I could do, but we definitely was talking about a 4-man tournament at the end.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
So I mean, we're gonna see what's possible. At the end of the day, it comes down to, like, paying the artists. And I'm not a league owner. I don't pay the artists. But if I could facilitate a situation where they can get pay-per-view or they can get YouTube drop percentages that's going to be favorable for them, I think that could be a possibility. But you have to start off not getting anything. A lot of guys get deposits. Like if this came about, there would be no deposits. There'd be a promise, I guess. Like, okay, you're locked in for this amount of percentage for this battle. And if you win, we based on what we got from the people, y'all get this. And it could be more than 10,000. If we do it that way, you be like, yo, damn, the pay-per-view sales equaled up to 30 or 40,000. We're talking heavy now. So we got to think about this towards the end. But we at the end of the day, we have to do a panel to, I guess, lock in who's in the final four. Like we're saying, who's Cody top five? We don't know who's Cody top five right now. Anything can happen. I tell people all the time, like, okay, we had a year where it was shout out to Swamp and Suge. They was in the spaces arguing. People felt it was between them two. It's no slight to them, but Nitty won that year. So we don't know who's number 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or 10 until it's that time of us to have a full conversation. So I think we still need to have a panel to lock in the top 4, and then put the top 4 in no order, and then do the tournament. But I'm saying this is possible. The battle rappers work with me. They respect the process. I've been in the game for at least doing Cody for damn near 10 years for 2025. Trust this process, and we can make something happen.
Let's do it for 2024. Take the top four and make a tournament out of it right
So
now.
you're saying do it for that now?
We could. You ain't selected a Cody yet, right?
We haven't, but that's when that's harder to do. Especially if that's changing the rules. We're in January, so if we change something for 2025, that makes sense. But if you change the rules for 2024 at the last minute, that screams conspiracy.
Man, it's gonna be a conspiracy regardless, man.
Oh, yeah, because I'm involved. I know. People had people have conspiracies about Cody because I named it Champion of the Year. Like, why y'all allowing Jay Black to name Champion of the Year champion? I'm like, what the hell is going on? People was actually behind that. Like, that makes sense. How the fuck that makes sense? So it's gonna be conspiracies regardless, but I don't know. We'll see.
You ain't going nowhere, man.
I'm
We
not.
holding Jay
Cody
Black
is.
hostage.
Cody
Fuck
is
out of
though.
here, nigga. LeBron did 20
We
something
gonna
years.
try
You
to.
could do 20 something years, nigga.
But maybe I could put Cody in the right hands and continue that way. Like, okay, we still got Cody, but now someone else is in charge of it.
Your hands is the right hands. Boy, ain't nobody finna keep stroking your ego. Just sit
I'm
down.
just saying. I'm just.
Yo, hey Black, can I ask a question?
What's up?
Have you ever said why you don't want to do Cody again after 25?
Well, yeah, I broke it down.
He tired of robbing the culture.
Right. I broke it down before. Multiple reasons. I think. Shout out to everybody in this chat right now. Some of us have kids or whatever it is, and some of us don't. But I feel like when you have a kid, the focus is supposed to be on the child. I'm not finna run around and go crazy like I do for like 3 months out of the year when I have my priority is gonna be the kid. You're not finna have me arguing this person, that person about this or that when I have a child. I'm not finna raise money for this and that when I have a child.
What that's
I'm
supposed to
about
mean?
to raise money for my child, and I plan within a year or two to have a child at some point. That's it. That's all. Simple reason.
Okay.
That's not
Are
the
you
I
crazy.
thought
inviting
I thought
anybody from
Cody
the
was your
culture to
baby.
the baby shower, man, in the
I
gender
thought
reveal?
Champion was your
That is
baby.
happening. Huh?
I thought Champion was your baby.
It is it's just
Happened
growing
to
up.
that? You abandoned your baby, or you giving
It's
it up
it's
for
it's, it's not
adoption?
He is
You want
Jamaican.
at the
somebody
end of
to
the day.
adopt it?
At the end of the day, if Champion was my baby, it's a grown person right now, bro.
So that's why
Damn, it's only 7 years old. It's only eight
No,
years
no.
old. You
Champion
would kick your
Very,
baby
very
out
on
at
brand.
8?
I ain't gonna
Champion
hold you.
started in
Very on
2017.
brand.
Right, so
Champion
it's
started in
8 years old.
2017.
How
Nah,
you kicking somebody out at 8?
no. It's gonna end it.
Hey, it's a
Hold on, it's gonna
doggy.
end
It's
in
dog years, boss.
2025. The last panel is in 2026. That's a grown. That child can run now. What are we talking about?
All right, man. John, could we ever see a you and Lloyd Banks happen as a battle?
That's up to PLK, man. He hold the power.
Yo, listen, man, y'all
I'll
cut
be
it out,
honored though. I'll be
man. Y'all
honored.
niggas leave me the fuck alone, B. Y'all, y'all trying to take the attention off of what y'all got going on. Let's ask some battle rap questions.
Nah, we need
What's
niggas like you right now because you was a nigga that seen the industry success that people actually believe in when they come to battle rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas actually feel like, see, you think niggas sleep on you. Like niggas think you
I
what
do.
you ain't.
I honestly do.
Nah, see,
But
that's
I
where you
don't
got
at
it
the same
fucked up
time. I
at.
don't
Nah,
because I
nobody
want to
sleep on you. No way.
not to a certain extent. It's not like a sleep type of thing. And I actually appreciate you too, John, for even like just throwing my name in the mix. Like to me, that's enough for me. You feel me? Like just to be brought up in the conversations. Like, cause this motherfuckers at home that's tight that they not brought up in the conversations.
That's what I'm saying. That the energy is different around you than any other industry nigga. And I'm not saying that because you here. It's like because nigga, I was listening to them tapes too. I know who I'm talking to. And everybody in here know who they talking to. When they come to bars or anything like that, niggas feel like you are more capable. You pose more of a threat than anybody else we seen come back. So that anomaly shit you talking about, we know that's a possibility. We just want to see it.
Nah,
We just want to see it.
I hear you. I'm just like I said, I'm a fan like of the culture for a long time. So I'm not gonna let y'all like scapegoat. I'm genuinely concerned about the battle rap, the culture, and where we are right now. Like I want to know. I'm intrigued of like where it's gonna go within y'all. Like who has the highest ceiling from the new guys, like potential wise. Like what battle is needed. What's the pros and the cons? Like what's what can you genuinely say is the biggest thing missing from battle rap, and what is the best thing that's been added to the culture in the last 10 years? Because the people I speak to, these are the questions I'll be asking. Like,
Yeah, man, that's real. I think it come back down to like, man, like I say, all that shit go back to like being accessible, like to and easy for people to find it again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that's what anything, man. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't even know where to watch battles at or what league. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different leagues, there's so much stuff going on. So battle rap is all over the place. So unless you really just a person like yourself or like any of us that's in this space that's really, really tuned in, you know, you only gonna kind of keep up with like who you rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be people that's just fans of Gotti that tune in to Gotti. Might be niggas that just fans of John that tune into what he got going on. So I think it's more so of us finding a way to make that shit more easier, digestible for just the average person, like what we were saying earlier, like reaching out to outside outlets, you know what I'm saying, to get them more involved instead of just reaching out within this culture. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And I
what it
think,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Go
need
ahead.
more outside resources. Like we have them, but we gotta like show it's worth it for them outside resources to tap in. You know what I mean? If we all ain't moving on one accord, they gonna look at this shit like, man, them niggas is just running amok.
Yo, I was just about to say that, right? Like, I ain't going to front. Like, I enjoy the blogs, period. Like, before, after the battles. But I ain't going to front. Like, the blogs I enjoyed the most was, like, when y'all all be outside together. Like, 6, 7 of y'all just talking shit amongst each other as giants. I feel like that's necessary because, and I'm not just saying that, from the outside looking in. I'm saying that from my genre too. Like I always felt like that. Like motherfuckers waited too long to actually start communicating, and it's no excuses now. When I first came in the game, it wasn't no DMs and no shit like that. So it was real easy to control people. Um, you actually felt like you was riding or dying for like Def Jam or Interscope, or what I'm saying. It was like a weird energy, but it's like now y'all kind of got the power and the information to get together. I just think that'd be dope if, like you said, y'all get on one accord. Not everybody, but just the people who are on the same page, and not just vocally do it, but visually show it and spark some energy.
I mean, I think everybody that's in the speaker spot is financially invested in the growth of battle rap. That's why we even having this dialogue. But I do think for me, I see that people need a bridge for more visibility. We need major artists collaborating with battle rappers. We need to create a battle rap music industry, if you will, even if you're not battling, but just you even pulling up to the space to speak is a way of elevating the culture. You know what I'm saying? And letting people know who's watching. A lot of times battlers don't even know who's really appreciating what they do because they don't get that direct feedback. So all of us are contributing in some type of way to growing the culture. You know what I'm saying? So salute.
With that being said, you're gonna answer the question: who got the highest ceiling from the new dogs?
The
everybody
new
everybody
niggas,
went mute when I asked that
Oh,
question.
the new
you know,
niggas is
Who
Unit,
gonna turn
Eunice,
the
no
tide?
question. Eunice,
unit.
Eunice is the new nigga. I'm
I
the most
seen a clip.
invested in
I
that
seen
nigga.
like 2 clips of him. I haven't seen enough.
You seen him in Nitty battle?
I didn't see that one yet, and that goes
That's one
that
of the
goes back
ones.
to what Gotti was saying. Like, just it's kind of like the NBA, right? Like, and the music. Like when I was coming up, it was like you didn't get to pick and choose. Nothing was on demand since like the box. I don't know if y'all old enough to remember the box.
Yeah,
Type
niggas was
shit
on the
when you
box
sit
for
like
sure.
Man, I'm McDaniels, nigga. Come on, stop
even
playing.
with that, it was payola with that. It's no coincidence we saw Bone Thugs and Harmony, 1,000
30
times a
times
day.
a day
So,
word.
right. So they made you
so
they made you
so
believe you was a part of the process. But what I'm saying is like you see how like even the NBA is like it's on demand now. So a lot of the stars would be superstars if it was on NBC, ABC, shit like back in the days. You had to come
That's a
home and
fact.
see it. Like you had to
That's a
come home
fact.
and see fucking Bow Wow #1 on 106 in Park or the whole countdown. So it's kind of similar with battle rap now. It's like you don't. It's not just in your face because that's the only option. It's like it's on demand now. So whether you got to go to, you know, whatever platform to watch it,
I
that's
mean,
why I don't see the battle rap stuff.
bags and bodies versus the riot is going down. I think Geechee could speak to that. That's gonna be nothing but new talent. Go ahead, Geechee.
yeah, no, yeah, definitely, man. Shout out, you know what I mean, my nigga Hitman, man, the boss, all them over there. We March 1st, we got an event. It's gonna be a free stream on YouTube too. You know what I'm saying? And I think we kind of came with that idea just for that same fact that it's like it's tough to break a lot of newer stars when you're putting them behind them paywalls, which I'm not. You can't be mad at no leagues. Like shout out URL for having the app because they've been giving free shit away for years, so they gotta recoup in any way they can. So I ain't knocking them, but as far as like to get them new talent out there, like you said, like it was easier to know Michael Jordan was the coldest nigga because you going home and you watching basketball on TV and you know what I'm saying, he dropping 40, 50 on niggas. You're like, okay, for sure. Then you know who else is good because you watching it, you know what I'm saying, right now. Like you said, the sport is even tougher to watch anything right now, man. Everything is kind of behind something, you know what I mean? Some kind of thing where you got to kind of invest your money into watching a lot of this shit. But it's a lot of new dudes, man. Like you said, Eunice, man. We just had Capo in here earlier, man. You know, he doing a lot of not just rapping, but he probably got the highest ceiling as far as when he promoing and doing things outside the ring and keeping his name visible. You know what I'm saying? We got dudes like Hansel, you know what I'm saying, from the West who making a lot of noise. Just had a dope battle with another young dude, Dyson, is getting a lot of controversy. So they name is in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And just on that card alone with our card, everybody on there newer people. You know what I'm saying? So like you feel me? A lot of dope talent on there. Dollar Bill, Fate. You know what I'm saying? Just had something drop with She. We seen Dollar Bill at the source drop. So it's a lot of new dudes. I think this year, if I'm a newer battler, this is the year where I try to separate myself from the pack. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't personally say that it's one person that's leading the pack. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we'll probably say Eunice, Hansel, Capo, the kind of like the names that you hear the most of the newer dudes. Dollar Bill been sneaking in that conversation as well, but I feel like they all still in that same little range. Like nobody really just all the way took off from the next one yet. So I think this year, if I'm them, like yeah, I'm trying to battle each other, talk shit, like you know what I mean, like get that that energy going to where motherfuckers ain't no question that when you ask that question, we'll all be in agreement. Like you know what I'm saying, like that's what I was on when I came up. When they asked who was the hottest new niggas, I needed everybody to say Geechee. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga Gotti, he the hottest nigga. He killing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't want no 2, 3, 4 niggas names mentioned with mine. Like I'm trying to smoke all these niggas, be the hottest niggas. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Banks, though, you feel me? I was honored when Banks reached out to me when I was coming up and let the nigga know he see what I was doing and rocked with me. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the type of energy you gotta have when you coming up. Is like nigga. So like I ain't gonna say nothing. Who the hottest right now? I feel like this day year to make that claim though, Banks. You feel me? Like this, I feel like this the year where they could, set themselves apart.
Nah, listen, man, I get it. That's your humble opinion. That's the humble Geechee. The Geechee. Basically, let me tell you. Let
Why
me
you
tell
gotta
you what he's
call
saying.
me out
Basically,
on
in Crip, he's pretty much saying niggas doing their thing, but they not as cold as me when I came in.
Right,
the
right.
Hilarious.
I ain't seen that yet, man. I ain't seen that yet, man. You know what I'm saying?
Think you
I'm
willing to
still
pull up
looking,
and
man.
judge a battle?
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, I'm willing to
I
pull
know
up.
I know you busy,
Oh,
but
bless you.
you willing to pull up and be in the building for a battle rap
Fuck,
event?
Yo, listen, I would have to sit
fuck.
down and have a conversation, man, because I got love for motherfuckers, but like I said, I know the culture, and
Yeah.
it's too much
Niggas be in their
sensitivity.
feelings, Banks. You hear
Yeah,
me?
I'm
Yeah.
not trying niggas making
Don't run
diss
them away,
records on.
No, no,
y'all.
I ain't
Don't
gonna
run them
wait. I ain't
away.
know you already know that. The boss know that.
Feel me? I need like Jay Black got to be like he got to kind of like mediate that shit.
But I'm gonna say this though, man. Like and that's your humble, like what I'm saying, side right there. Cause you know, feel me? Cause like John said, man, one thing niggas know, like this is battle rap, but like nigga, there's niggas in here. You see my nigga Mills in there, Walker. You know what I mean? Niggas know rap, and niggas respect your opinion. So if you told some niggas some shit wasn't hot, whether nigga gonna disagree or not, niggas ain't finna be. Niggas know rap, nigga. You got platinum records, man. You got all kind of shit going on. Like you done made a career off rap, man. That's why you able to chill in the spaces with us, man. You probably got your feet kicked up watching the old, you know what I'm saying? Watching the old movie right now, man. Like you made a living off being one of the greatest rappers in this game, so you judging like motherfuckers respect your word more than you probably even give yourself credit for. You know what I'm saying? For real, for
Yo,
real.
you know what I tell people all the time, like on the rise, and when that energy is there, like just don't overlook it, like appreciate it. You gotta appreciate it in the moment because I'm telling you from experience, like those early mixtape days and shit, like when I'm getting Justo, rest in peace to Justo, when you getting those mixtape awards and shit, like you don't know, right? But looking back in hindsight, it's like them shits meant just as much as any other accomplishment that I had. And
Man,
things are
for
gonna
real.
change, right? The supporters, the fans, the people that just make up the building, the culture, shit ain't gonna stay the same. And the fact is, you might not never get that energy again. You know, I hate to make the analogy to like a drug, but it's like crack. Like that first hit, you're gonna be chasing that shit for a long time. So we'll be lucky if we get that energy again. But I'm not gonna sacrifice the accomplishments and the flowers that y'all deserve uh just outside of what y'all done, but the impact that y'all had on people like me and just the fans in general, it was the time. As much as it was about you and you put all that work in and them hours and shit to you know, to tailor your style and shit like that, y'all kind of like represent a whole 5 to 10 year period for the culture. It just might never be the same. It's no different from mainstream hip hop and shit like that. You know, the golden era in the early '90s, and then a resurgence in the late '90s. But it might not never be that again. So that'd be my advice. Like when you guys are coming up in that moment, take that moment in and live in that moment, appreciate it, because that might be the best time. Like in hindsight, you look back, you be like, damn, I got million view battles and shit like that. But that one in the park that made your name, that might have a everlasting impact on you more than any other.
Nah, man, nah, that was some gems right there. That's real. That's real right
Love it while you got a chance. Love it while you love it, bro. Because that's another thing. That's why I tip my hat to the, you know, the Luxes of the world and shit. You know that, you know, been doing it for a long fucking time and just, you know, still got that love for it to put the work in to get better and better. You know, that says a lot.
there. Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. That because that love, like you say, that shit can change. Like as far as like you know what I'm saying, like over time, and that early energy, like it be hard to get that back. You know, you ain't never lied about that right
Yo,
there. That
especially when you go through that little resistance era.
man,
I don't know if you really
yeah.
got it. Like you might have
I
had
had one, man. I
maybe
had
like
one.
yeah, like maybe one battle.
I
I'm
had
talking about
one,
this
man.
nigga John. This niggas do get like 3, 4 battle stretch where it's just like you saying some phenomenal shit,
And nobody fucking with
and
you.
niggas is just tired of seeing you. Like,
Yeah, it's just fatigue. It's like
Yeah.
visibility fatigue almost. It's like they see you so much.
fact,
It's like
facts.
they not appreciating it the same way as they did when they first seen you. Because now it's not. There's no. You lose shock value. You know what I mean? Now it damn near becomes predictable. It damn near becomes predictable. It get to a point in battle rap where you could a nigga could 30 a bunch of battlers back to back, and then it get to a point where now if you what you the last nigga you 30, it ain't nothing special no more. That's what he do all the time. Like niggas don't appreciate it. It's like the LeBron effect. LeBron been good for so long. Now he'll put up some numbers that somebody else would be in the fucking MVP conversation for. But if LeBron put up these numbers, he fell off because it's not the same numbers that he once did or at his peak or
Yeah,
whatever. I feel like,
it's like he didn't jump that high this time. Like he's not jumping as high.
yeah,
So it's like
like, but he's doing the same dunk though.
right, just not as high in the air. So it's like, and it's wild because even in battle rap, it's like get to a point where it's like you gotta have a scandal. I gotta get in a scandal or something. Like I gotta get
Yeah,
shot, some shit to
yeah,
come back.
yeah,
Real
pretty
stuff.
I
much,
That's
gotta go
real.
to jail. I gotta go get locked up, come back. Like what I gotta do?
pretty
Man.
much. You got to start a full-on war,
Yo,
and then
John, you feel like Mystique plays a role in your status?
in my status, like personally or just generally.
No, I'm talking about like Mystique can play a role in somebody's status. Like if I don't see you for a long time, like you're automatically held high just because of the mystique of us not seeing you.
I think it.
But if I see you, but if we start seeing you back to back, once we knock that mystique off, you become like regular.
Yeah, I think I used to think like that was like the set thing, but I feel like it's different for each individual. Like, cause I used to feel like niggas battling back to back would was not a good thing until you get a nigga like Geechee Gotti that changed my whole perception of it. I felt like when niggas battling back to back, you gonna lower your stock. You people going like it ain't you not gonna go nowhere. You gonna run out these battles. Like I thought it was a terrible thing. You got I see niggas like Geechee, then you got JC. You know what I mean? Then later on, you started to get the Avs. You know what I mean? It changed my perception of it. Like, well, maybe that's not the case, but that do hurt some people and it helps some people. Like a Loaded Lux. I think if Loaded Lux battled more times throughout the year, he won't be appreciated as much. So the mystique is like perfect for him. But then you got other niggas that doesn't have the status that Lux has. So you could try to be mystical, you're gonna be forgotten about because there's so many other battlers and the attention span that don't work for everybody. Some niggas might be Mystique and be forgotten about. Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of niggas is battling for relevance too. Niggas got to stay in the public eye for people to talk about them. So they gotta keep an announcement. I gotta keep it a, you know what I mean? Some niggas, but other niggas don't have to do that. Other niggas don't have to battle all the time. A nigga could just some niggas can just pop up and do an interview, and people see this interview. Damn, we want to see this nigga. We ain't seen him in a minute. What's up with him?
Yeah.
That you know that don't work for everybody though. If Mystique is part of your character, then yeah, that works for you. But that shit don't work for everybody.
That's a fact, because you hear people say all the time, "Well, so and so don't promote, and they so and so don't do this." You not them. I think self awareness is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you may look at a Nitty and say he don't, but you rap like Nitty? You and Nitty punchlines ain't the same. Like everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. And everybody don't have presence and aura like a Lux can, where you only pop out. John's not 100% right. I don't want to say nobody's name because then I'll be all over the blogs. But certain battlers, they try to battle once a year. Then yeah, didn't nobody watch that one either. That mug got 700 views. Nobody cared about that battle.
Yeah, that's the word right there. Self awareness. You got to know what lane you in. You know what I mean? I feel like I've identified that for myself a long time ago. Like, I'm not a nigga that could just be, this how I feel. Me just battling anybody any given time. Nah, I gotta take battles that I feel like it's gonna matter for people to, you know what I mean? Like you got certain niggas that got styles that's just good all the time because they're exciting. They got the performance. They got the, you know what I mean? I base my style within each battle. So the battle has to matter for people to care about a John battle. That's how I
Let me
feel. So
let me
I'm
say
not
this
taking
though.
no battles just anywhere, anytime.
That's
Let
that's
me
why.
say this though.
That
One time, man, like you know what I mean. I'm thinking like too, like another thing that I feel like battle rap always kind of like used to call itself a sport. Motherfuckers be calling this shit a sport. Like man, battle rap like a sport. You know what I'm saying? A word sport or whatnot. But I feel like something that we never really capitalize off of that other sports do is rematches and shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron and Curry gonna go against each other as many times they gotta see each other in the finals. Mahomes finna go against Hurst again. Like this is a word sport. So just cause you know what I mean, just cause you seen Mook versus Lux one time and the next time they see each other, they might say something different. We didn't build on a lot of rivalries and storylines to keep the shit going to where you want to see it again. So it'd be like really one and done, and niggas would be like, man, that nigga already battled that nigga's over. So sometimes the shelf life, like, you know what I mean? It kind of disappear and it make it seem as if it's dying because we feel like we done seen matchups. And even though you might want to see it again, we never built the sport around niggas running it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, you really got rarely people that done battle more than once. You feel me? It's only like, that's few and far in between. I think we should have kept that type of shit going because a lot of these matchups needed storylines to keep this shit growing in a backstory and them type of, you know what I mean? To keep
Hey,
the sport alive. You feel me?
Geisha, if you need a rematch, just say that. I know you don't like
Nah,
calling it
that's
first
crazy.
Nah, I
battle
would
again,
do.
but like
I
if
don't
you
try to do
really
it.
like,
Hey,
you ain't have
Nah,
to
I
give
think.
all of that.
Hey,
That.
I ain't gonna lie. I think.
And I'll whoop you again too.
Nah,
You know
but I think what Gotti's saying some real shit because when he battled A Ward again, it was just as exciting as the first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way they promoted it. Like, all right, run it back then.
Yeah, exactly. Like just that argument sometime will get the fans back involved and get us back. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I
Nah,
think
it's
we just
crazy.
gotta
It's
really
crazy you say that though, Gotti, because I was in a conversation with some people and it kinda turned me off because I felt like they was trying to get too much control of the situation because it was their money. Like I was in a situation like with millionaires basically trying to, they wanted me to facilitate the event and everything. And they wanted me to put, my stamp on it. So I'm trying to do everything to make sure it's perfect. Like for battle rap, there's nothing out the norm. So as we kept doing conference calls and they got more excited about it, they was coming up with different ideas, and they was trying to pre-book rematches. Like they wanted to book battles. Like let's say they booking me and you, Gotti, but they want to book it twice though. So they want to have a rematch already scheduled because they wanted to cater to the betting side of it in Vegas. They wanted to make it like that. And in the midst of them conversations, they basically wanted to control the outcome as well. You see what I'm
I know what
saying?
you're
Like
saying. I
to
know what you're
sell the
saying.
rematches. And to me,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh nah, I can't be in this conversation.
On
So
the integrity side, you couldn't. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
exactly.
Like, yeah, integrity is
Exactly.
core.
So to me, I'm like, that's not really what this is. And then I'm like, how soon are y'all trying to book these rematches too? Because rematches, it take years for it to really work. That was my opinion at the time. You know what I mean? You saying
Yeah.
what you saying just now is giving me another outlook on it.
Look on
But
it, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
a different look on it.
but
Yeah.
at the time, that's how I was feeling. I'm like, nah, you pre-planning rematches. It just seemed too staged. The more battle rap seems staged, takes away from the essence. Becomes a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not even competition no more. It's just a show. There's nothing to really
Yeah.
lose. We need more battles where the loser leave with nothing. We need high
Yeah.
profile battles where the loser leaves with nothing. We need
Yeah.
to we need
Yeah.
to interview a nigga had a camera in his face ready to cry because he's going home with nothing.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
no, I'm
On the
good because
hood.
I got a deposit. I'm good because whatever. Nah, nigga, somebody got to leave with nothing, and that brings a different type of competition. It brings a different type of hunger because ain't nobody trying to go home with nothing. The
Do
best
y'all
part
think
about it is,
certain battles shouldn't be? Because I agree that like I like the idea of rematches, but I feel like in battle rap, like a rematch, it needs to be something that happened. Like it makes sense for Easy and Twerk to rematch. It makes sense for Miss Hustle and Jazz to rematch. They completely different battlers now. But like Geechee and Surf, that's a classic. Touch that for what? Like I would be upset if a rematch wasn't that. Cause like you
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
classics shouldn't be touched. Classics shouldn't be
Yeah,
touched.
fact. Yeah, you don't fuck with the crowd.
I think underwhelming anticipated battles should be rematched.
I like that. I
If
like
you
that.
That's
had
fair.
an anticipated battle happen, then it turns out to
I
be
feel like
underwhelming.
debatable. I feel like real debatable battles could be rematched too. Though, like if niggas is still arguing after the battle, like nigga, but man, nigga, I'll beat you again, then nigga. Like this time, I'm gonna make it clear. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like
you in
shit like
Ward
that.
3, like shit like that.
Shit like that. You know what I mean? I'll
How
smoke
y'all
you
feel
for
about
sure. Third
tournament
time we
battles?
going.
Should all the tournament battles, like the good ones, should they take place outside? Like Swamp and Suge want to battle again.
Yeah, I would
I'm not mad at
exactly
that at
shit
all.
like that because sometimes those tournament battles be real short rounds, and you know what I mean, like short prep. You give them more time, you might get a better battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wouldn't be mad at some of those tournament battles
We
for
definitely
sure.
doing Cal and Suge rematch this year, shit like that.
Like people talking about Cal and Lux battling again. I wouldn't be mad at that because
Yeah, I'm
people
not
Me,
mad at
always
Yeah,
that
I
either.
Cal
agree
and
with that.
Lux.
I
That's
agree
fire
Yeah,
with that.
too.
Cal and
That's
Lux.
fire
Yep.
too.
people always arguing like the Cal win because the Lux choked. All that is like that's a storyline there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely enough big battles that could get. It could be a whole rematch called a
But
heavy
what does
hitting
that say about the
rematch.
state of the culture though? Like
Mm.
we gotta look forward to the battles we've seen already to get good
It's no
battles.
new super duper stars. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? So for the mega matches, we still got to rely on the previous generation.
The big man. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
how do we
that's
make a
just
super
the
duper
truth
star?
though, John. John, you heard? That's just the reality of battle rap right now. Like it's not too many mega matchups right now where all right, Surf come home, surfing easy would be a mega matchup. Tay Rock and Easy would be a mega matchup. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not too many mega matchups left until the next level of stars come out. And besides that, it's a lot of mega matches on a rematch side though that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Or also, y'all,
Right.
it was hard for us to name who that is new, that's a star. I feel like the vets battling more new people is what's going to make them rise as well. So more rookie versus vets kind of cards, I think, will also be good.
That's
Man, rookies
exactly
versus
what I was
vets
gonna
was
say,
killing them
Delisa. They
niggas.
gotta do another because that's what really catapults it. Like T Top Bridge, the ones who survived. Now, John John the Prep
Nah,
was a
that's
different story, but What Wavy did, you know
Yo.
what I'm saying? Briz derailed Wavy after that, but I'm saying the ones who survived
Oh,
Rookie
Briz
versus
did,
that,
huh? Oh, all right.
they
All
went on to
right,
be
man.
superstars. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Vixen Assassin versus Asia Amora need to
Talk
happen.
crazy,
Yeah,
Cal.
Well, book it. What you waiting on?
I don't care what happened. I'm not
I
rematching
am
Cal,
booking it.
though. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Yeah,
That's
what,
not
No,
gonna
you
be
go.
a
You
John?
gotta take that
rematch.
win to
Fuck
the
I'm
you,
not
grave.
John.
Take
rematching
that win to
Cal
the
at
Fuck
grave.
you,
all.
John.
So it's
Boy,
over
it
with.
cost me 100K, boy.
Fuck you, John.
Got me finna rematch
I
too,
need
folks.
my rematch for sure.
Nope, we friends.
We was friends then, bitch.
Funny as
This
shit.
nigga jumped me. Them niggas jumped me, dog.
Do y'all think it
That's
should be a
funny.
certain amount of time between rematches, like at least 5 years, 3 years?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it depends on the outcome, and
It
then
depends on the outcome. Yeah,
If it's
yeah,
a real
yeah.
fire battle, I don't care if that bitch on the next card
Yeah,
rematch
that's
shit.
what I'm saying. Yeah, cause like in boxing, you know, sometimes the fight be good, they run it right back
And then
next
they
year.
run it right back. That be their next
Yeah,
fight.
that'd be their next
I ain't gonna
fight.
lie, that's different though. Like a battle
That's
happened and it's a
fire.
classic, and you like, fuck it, we want more.
That's
Y'all want
fire.
more and book it again. That's kind of
Cause
different.
back in the day, niggas used to go 6 and 7 rounds.
I ain't gonna lie. That's
So
how I
so it
felt.
ain't gonna be like it's too much rapping or nothing. Like,
That's how I
I
felt
mean, if
about
y'all split it, I
Ass
think
versus
that's
Nigga.
dope. We would have thought, like, just on the fan side, we would think like it's more difficult to write 3 new rounds for somebody that you like. I think JC and O Red battled like 3 times, and it's like
yeah,
how you
but
keep writing. Go ahead.
Shit, just
niggas used
rap.
to rap for 7 rounds against one nigga in one battle. So that ain't no excuse if the battle fire.
But
That's gonna test a nigga pen right there too, though. Like, nigga, how you stop?
For sure.
How you can't keep coming up with creative shit to say if you're a rapper? You know what I'm saying? Like now that old angle is gone, you used that one already. Can you beat them again without using that shit you said last time? Or how can you
Right.
re-rock it to make it hit again? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the challenge. Niggas need to be challenged more. Then we'll see more greatness. Niggas ain't. We
Yep.
ain't
So,
really.
John, you willing to rematch Jack Boy?
No way.
Fucking do what?
I think those are, to me, it's those types of battles to me that warrant a rematch. I ain't gonna care.
I don't think that battle warranted a rematch. I think a battle like Geechee and Twerk could get a rematch. Easy and Twerk.
Yeah,
For
because
sure,
that
easy
was Jack
part.
Boy. Because my thing is that was Jack Boy's shot, and he failed. So why am I giving him a shot again? Because why would? Because like it's different if it was like
John and Hitman, you know, like now years later, you ain't the new dude you was
Yup.
coming in, you know,
Yup.
shit like that.
right. But me and Holly was a classic.
Yeah,
So it
exactly.
you know what I mean? That'll make more sense than me and Jack because I mean it was some classic moments,
He
but
show back up like, nigga, I don't wear that chain no more, nigga. What's happening?
see it could happen. Let's say if Jack Boy go on a
Yo.
crazy kill streak, and the niggas is like, oh John, you can't beat him that, and that's the conversation. Then that's something else. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it
I know what you're
depends
saying. Like
on
he
the
gotta
build
make it
up
make
to it.
sense. He gotta make it make sense though. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The rematch gotta make sense for both battlers on the real. Yeah, that's real. That's real.
nigga said I don't wear that chain no more. I got a new
I
chain.
need I need Mook in LA, man. Set it up. Any league. Let's get it.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't gonna care.
Yeah, I
I
need
ain't,
my rub back
hey
at
Gotti,
the home.
I ain't
Fuck
gonna
Shit,
Las
lie, bro.
you got to battle Lux in Harlem then, nigga.
Hey,
This time Geechee and Mook gotta be in a small room this time.
hey, look though, look,
And
Mook got
Jones
me
in
in New
Jersey,
York.
nigga.
Hey, look, I will do it now. Listen to the funny part. I ain't gonna even keep talking about it, but so the nigga Jones battle me in New York, right? The year after, right? That nigga started the battle. That nigga said, "Hey, yo, man, fuck these Cali niggas." Like, man, that shit. That nigga tried that shit too. That's it, nigga Jones. That nigga thought that shit was gonna work, man. Nigga whooped his ass up there with that shit, man.
I ain't gonna lie, my son pulled it easy when he battled Suge. First thing my son said, free surf. I said, oh, my son trying to get the reaction in Jersey, y'all.
And
Got him.
turned into a panda bear immediately.
All
Hey,
right,
battle rap is
man.
funny. Niggas be trying all kind of shit to get that crowd, man. Niggas
Oh,
try.
tons of shit.
I used to try shit too till I realized sometimes that shit is hit or miss. Don't try nothing. Go in there with what you know.
Yeah, you try some shit and then miss, it's over. Yeah, no, I'm with it, man. I like this conversation though, man. That's a good thing that we talking about how to get battle rap in a better space than a lot of the dramas and all that shit too, though. So that lets you know what I mean, that it's gonna get to where it's going because it was a lot of people that came in here. I'm pretty sure even when I wasn't here that spoke. So what I'm saying, everybody kind of in that same boat, like trying to keep this shit growing, and that's why I salute the niggas who got leagues, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like man, salute to the big leagues that we brought up earlier, the RBEs, URLs, and all that. But to see these smaller leagues like with battlers running it, that you got to support that, like John said, man, because niggas coming out their own pockets and niggas doing each other favors and doing these things. But in order for niggas to be able to offer you more money next time, a nigga got to be able to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like with the support, you feel me? So it's like if motherfucker want to see like another mega match, like let's just say we got Nitty and Daylight right now finna go down, but motherfuckers don't support it and it don't go crazy like it's supposed to. Shit, we ain't we, you know what I'm saying? We might not never see no big battle like that on their league again. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You gotta support it. You feel me? You got Hitman and Hustle finna go down. You got all these big announcements, Rex and motherfucking Twerk. Like niggas gotta support all this shit. You know what I'm saying? To try to help this shit get to the next level. You feel me?
Yeah, I ain't
The
gonna
nigga,
lie. I
Geeks,
ain't
let me
seen a
ask you
start
this:
like this in a while.
Yeah, it's a lot of big battles going on. I hear you,
the
John.
nigga, the nigga, Frank earlier saying because I was like, being that we going in this direction, and where the battlers, there's more like more of the major leagues is being ran by battlers now. Now it's gonna be more easier to get on one accord amongst the leagues. And I'm saying now it's gonna be easier being that the battlers are, and he's still saying it's impossible. What do you think?
Oh, you saying like it'll be easier for the leagues to like now that battlers is it'll be easier because the battlers got a better relationship with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just random league owners who don't really know each other. They don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Exactly.
we able to kind of rock and go like you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to really holler about. You know what I'm saying? Like in a negative way. I'm not saying business ain't gonna still be in place, but when you got a different relationship, you kind of can work with a motherfucker a little bit easier. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Because we still support each other.
We still supporting each
We
other.
go
You
to
feel
each
me?
other events. We you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's the same shit. Like
yeah, it's still the same.
nigga might battle on another nigga platform. Nigga might it's like
Yeah,
the relationships is just
yeah.
different.
It's
That's
like
what
you do this for me on my league, then I got you on yours. Little one hand wash the other, all that type of shit. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like you get more of that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get more of that.
yeah.
Well, see, here's my question. I've kind of been wondering this for like a good week or two. Being as though we got so many battlers like throwing their own events and doing their own leagues, do you think that could be the decline of the big leagues?
Y'all gotta define the big leagues. What is like I feel like the leagues that's going on
That
now
guy
are the
don't
big
like that.
leagues.
We literally
Nah,
did
because
that.
it's like
I mean,
what are
like
you
the
saying? The
like the
smaller leagues.
URLs and the
I,
KOTDs and
yeah, I
stuff
was about
like
to
that.
say they
That's what
got to
I'm
be
getting
saying
at.
like URL, King of the Dot
URL,
Com,
KOTD,
But
stuff
RBE,
like
those
that.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that's the problem. Why like because the battlers are running the leagues that make them smaller leagues? How?
I didn't say small
When the
league,
number
John. That's not what I said at all. I said real more battlers creating their own leagues, throwing their own events, be the decline of those leagues that have been around for a minute. That's what I'm getting at.
yeah, but you said big leagues as if the Riot is a big league.
No, but I think he was saying.
Black
I think
Mafia
he
is a
was
big
saying.
league.
I think he was
Come on,
saying
man. Let's
like what the
let's not spin
battlers.
this into something that it's not. You should know what I'm getting
Nah,
at. I'm
No,
not
no,
trying to
no.
have say play nobody's league, John. Come on, you're not studying my
no.
style.
What I'm saying is
Talk
we
to these
have
talk to
big
these niggas,
leagues.
John.
You saying if these leagues is around, it's gonna be the decline of the big leagues, as if these leagues aren't big leagues. We gotta be mindful of the words that we use in here. You didn't say of the OG leagues, or you said the
Okay, so
big
let me
leagues as if
reword
these
that
leagues
then.
ain't big
The
too.
more well-established leagues, if that makes any more sense, like the
Will
URLs,
it
the
be the decline
KOTDs.
of URL, RVE, and King of the Dot?
I
Thank you,
feel like
Geechee.
I feel like the decline of them is the reason we are getting more leagues ran by battlers. I think the decline was happening beforehand. I think
And
it's the
that
league.
answers my question
Yeah, I
already.
think the
Then that
leagues
answers
is
my
picking it
question,
up.
John.
Yeah, the battlers is picking it up. That's what I'm saying. In this direction is different. It's like I don't think the decline is going to happen because of this. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like whatever was happening regardless. I think the climate of the culture is just changing. It's like
Yeah,
okay,
and
this is happening. Yeah.
I absolutely agree because you're seeing more battlers put on the matchups we want to see. you know what I'm saying, on their independent leagues. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the question that came to mind to me, like, damn, it might be just run by battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. And that's all right with me.
Nah, but
You know
the
what I mean? It's
crazy
just something that
thing
I
is,
thought
I
about.
don't think that's gonna make it. I don't think that's gonna be the reason, or that can be the reason to be a decline. That go back to me saying it's about communication because all the battles that's throwing events and starting leagues, it's the same thing. If they get on the phone with Smack, if they get on the phone with ARP, if they get on the phone with Organic and them and be like, yo, listen, I'm throwing a big event this day, and everybody on one accord, so everybody know we could all have a major event in the same. We could all have two major events every year. Every league can have a major event, two major events a year, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's 12 months in a year. If six league owners say get on one accord and say, yo, listen, I'm gonna have an event this month and I'm gonna have an event that month. You get what I'm saying? Like it's enough for everybody to have that way if whoever have an event in January, then the next league have it in February, then March, then April, then May. Now that league, that first league, they doing it again in June. Another big mega match card. Like you feel what I'm saying? It's ways to do it where everybody can still have mega cards and everybody could keep the fans and the culture happy. It's ways to do it.
Only way we're gonna get mega cards, we need mega support. If we had the right support, won't nobody be declining. The decline came from the support. Once the support declined, that's when a lot of shit happened. That's where the people that was here for the business side of it and not for the love of battle rap, that's when they started stepping back. But you got the battlers that's still here, that still love this shit. That's saying, all right, y'all want to act like this. Y'all want to say the money ain't here. Y'all want to say this and that. All right, we going to go get it ourselves now. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. The battle rappers are creating their own platforms and taking shit into their own hands. So now we are literally going in a new era right now. 2025 is the start of a new era. Watch, 3 years from now, it's going to be a whole different landscape. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. That's what the nigga said, man. The inmates is running the building now. And it's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
I used to,
Not
I used to
not
get
only
tired
that,
of
we get to see.
I used to get tired of hearing, I used to get tired of seeing niggas complain about certain matchups that's not being booked because nobody else want to pay y'all for these battles. If y'all want these battles to happen that bad, make a platform and book it yourself.
I agree.
I've been preaching this for
That's exactly
years.
what I was gonna say.
I've been saying this for years, like years, literally. You could do it yourself instead of sitting there waiting or this and that. But now we seeing it. Now we seeing it. Niggas is taking more control. Now certain things that Lee used to do as a battler that we didn't like or we see, well, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. Now we got a chance to do it ourselves to show instead of talking about it all day.
And also battles we would have never got to see with just two or three major leagues. We get to see those battles now too.
Right? You know what I mean? They at the end of the day, it's the same thing I just was saying. Like for the past what, like year, maybe 2 years, like the Battle of Run leagues have put on like some of the best events. You know what I'm saying? It gave us some of the matchups that we wanted to see that, other people wasn't able to do. But like I fucked with this emergence of, battle rapper run leagues. You know what I mean?
It's a new energy. It's a new energy. Like you go to these events that's being thrown by battlers, and then you go to an event that's being thrown by a non-battler. That's not to say that the ones that's being thrown by non-battlers don't have no energy or it's not a vibe and none of that. All I'm saying is it's a difference, and you could feel it. It's literally a difference. Some settings just seem more professional, more, you know what I'm saying, more whatever. And then you got some settings by battle rapper. We know like how we supposed to feel when we going into a venue. We supposed to feel some type of, you know what I mean, some type of intensity, some type of tension, something. It gotta be something, some type of vibe. And then on top of that, when it's a battle rapper throwing an event, especially if there's a battle rapper throwing an event and battling. And battling. Nobody want to throw an event and be the worst nigga on the card. So there's competition right there. There's all of that. Like, you know what I mean? A non-battle rapper throwing an event don't even have to worry about them problems. You throwing an event and you battling, you gotta worry about the event running smooth. The back of your mind, you wondering what the money is doing. At the same time, you gotta worry about your fucking rounds, and you don't know what to focus more on, the business or the performance. It depends on what you valuing.
Yo,
A
John.
lot of times, when niggas is focusing on the business more, you're not gonna get a good performance.
I personally feel like niggas should. I personally feel like when a battler is throwing an event, they shouldn't battle on their card. Like, not saying it's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like as a you being the league owner for that event and you throwing that card, you should make sure everything is sturdy with the business. That way you don't leave the battling. That way you ain't got to memorize no rhymes and then
But
have to
here's the
worry about.
scary part about that, Mills. Depending on who you are, what if it's your name that sells the card out? That means it's
Yeah,
business
that's
too.
different. Yeah, that's different.
You know what I mean? It means it's business too. The biggest events that I've thrown in Atlanta, I battled on. So when I throw other events, what I was trying to, because you realize for a lot of years I wasn't battling on bullpen because bullpen wasn't about me. So I'm trying to bring everybody else up. Then it got to a point where I noticed, all right, I did my first event. Boom, that was a good turnout. Then I did the next few events without me. All right, well, shit. All right, well, we need to do a bullpen, a big event. Well, I'm gonna have to battle. Then there's a difference. Then there's a difference. You know what I mean? So it's like to pick it up. Sometimes niggas gonna have to do that. That's a sacrifice niggas may have to. But then that's where a team comes into place because you're gonna have to delegate. You have to delegate. You know what I mean? I was telling Calico this before his event. I was telling Easy the same thing. Any battle that I was throwing in the event that I spoke to, I was telling him, yo, it's gonna be best to focus on the performance, and you're gonna have to delegate. You're gonna have to do that. I didn't do that till later on when it came to bullpen, but it's just tough. But you're not wrong, no Mills. Like, cause battling every card you throw, that's tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's very tough. But if you are the name, again, that mixed with business, I could book John and Don for free. When I know what I'm charging niggas, I could book John and Don for free is how I'm looking at it. So anybody else that's throwing an event like Easy over there at Chrome, I could book Easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Go ahead, Banks.
I feel like that's the difference.
Yo, can I ask you a question, John? John,
Yeah, what else?
because I heard you say something about worrying about your rounds, right? So, as a battle rapper, I don't think I ever really saw you like stumble and shit like that. So, like, as a rapper and a league owner, percentage wise, like, what credit do you give that for the stagnation, or any question in the culture as far as like executing? Like, how much does that play a role from slipping up, stumbling, choking, shit like that? Like, how important is that? Should it be a bigger consequence for that? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Man, because again, that changes per battler. Because if you like pay-per-views and shit is sold before a nigga start rapping. So if you booking a nigga that sells tickets, but he just so happens to choke, but if he could get the people engaged in the next event, if business-wise, it's like business-wise, it's easy to ignore that if it means good business. Now, should it be consequences? I feel like the consequence should be shit. I don't know. You lose the battle. I don't understand if people want niggas to get suspended for choke. It's different types of chokes because sometimes niggas do go blank. That doesn't mean they wasn't prepared. Sometimes niggas go blank. And then sometimes a nigga might slip up or mix the wrong round because they was editing transitions, how that go. But if you see a nigga that's clearly not prepared, maybe back-to-back choke should be more of a consequence. You know what I mean? Like maybe that should be it versus a nigga just choking one time. If a nigga is like constantly choking as a league, you should look at that, be like, why am I booking this nigga if he gonna choke? But the problem is leagues is not booking niggas for the raps.
That I ain't gonna lie. That the number one thing that motivate niggas is the bag. So I look at it like this. I personally been felt like and the contract should say like, yo, if a nigga come and like a bad choke, a nigga, some of his back pay should get deducted. That'll make a nigga sturdy up for real. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that definitely, or make a nigga more nervous. Cause now you thinking about it. Sometimes niggas choke because they thinking about choking too much. It's almost
Yeah,
like you
but but
fucking
but guess what?
internally manifesting it.
But guess what? When you put that in the contract, yo, listen, any type of crazy choke, man, half of your back end is gone, or a quarter of your back end is gone. I promise you, it's gonna be more niggas locked in than nervous and probably choking because they nervous and thinking about it. It's gonna be more niggas coming prepared. I promise you that. Niggas don't want to lose that money, bro.
One thing I will give credit to the culture for when niggas do choke, the humiliation. Like when niggas choke and everybody is on them making jokes or whatever, I think that's a consequence within itself. Cause now, if this is your reputation, this is how people looking at you, you know. But the only thing is, all it takes is one performance for niggas to shake that.
But it's not even really the same no more. Like when you used to choke like or fuck up bad back in the day, it was an immediate reaction. Now it gets silent. It's like let him get through it, give him some time. Like shit is
You
not.
gotta blame Lux for that though.
It's not the same.
You gotta blame Lux, Banks.
But at the same time, I understand what he's saying though, right? Like you do get seniorities in this shit. Like everybody's not LeBron James. Everybody's not the one that could bring their crew on the plane. So if you do bring a certain level of attention to the battle and sell a certain amount of tickets, it just is what it is. That question was more so for the people climbing the ranks. You know what I'm saying? The people who are aspiring to get into that that's top number one or two slot. You know what I mean? Because and I ask that because like I remember like when you snatch somebody off the block in the neighborhood, right? And you say, let's go to DJ Clue or go to Funk Master Flex or something, they gonna have like 30 raps memorized. So that's why I was asking you earlier, like, and giving credit to the people who stay in the game for 10 plus years and still execute clean, almost flawlessly, because it takes a certain level of dedication to get that bag and then get the bag and then get the bag again and still remain dedicated to what it is you do, right? Because it's not a coincidence that when you pick you up off the block, you got at least 10, 30 bar raps that you know by heart. You couldn't fuck up with 30 people outside, yelling and shit like that. But it's the point where you do get distracted. You're not preparing the way you should. It's not a coincidence. You know what I mean? Like a lot of those fuck ups, I get it. Sometimes you might blink out, but a lot of those fuck ups come from just being not prepared.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
That's a
fact.
fact.
I was having that conversation with my brother like last week, literally, because that's what we did. We went everywhere, had 1,000 raps, ready for ciphers and all of that. And it's just like, if I jump in a cipher right now, I wouldn't even know what verse or how many verses I got because the nigga done became so accustomed to only writing when you have
When you
to
get
type
paid
shit.
for it.
Like, yeah, like, but back then it was just like every day. And then that helped my memory too. Because if I go outside and I'm everywhere, and every time niggas see me is, yo, John, let me hear some, let me hear some, let me hear some. After a couple of days, you feel like everybody know these verses. So now, if I'm going outside tomorrow, I need to at least re-up with like 3 more verses. So now I'm compiling verses. So now when I move from New York to Atlanta and I'm jumping in ciphers, all them verses is available now. Because these niggas ain't heard none of them. So now I got 1,000 verses. So, and this is shit I had to memorize fast. So now my memory is just quick. And I think I remember shit under pressure without trying to. Without trying to. Then on top of the pressure I put on myself, the fact that people say that, John, I don't choke. So imagine a battle I happen, especially the big battle, and I choke, it's up. You ain't gonna have to penalize me. I'm gonna penalize myself. It's over.
And you
So that
see when Arch choked versus Mook, I mean, and then Mook started rapping like Arch didn't even try to fight it because at the end of the day, like there was certain rules that was governed by, you know what I'm saying, from like the early days, you know what I'm saying, when niggas was on the corners and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Fuck
what
up
we need
that
to
one
get back
time
to.
and that was it. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
need to
Like
happen.
Yo,
that's
I
what
ain't
I
gonna
think.
lie. Back in them
Yeah.
DVD
That's what I
days, a nigga, nigga, as soon as you stumble over a word, it's over with. Niggas wasn't letting you get nothing back.
I think that's where we need to get back to. We got to put more pressure on the battle. These battles is not pressured no more, man. Let's be real. What's the pressure? If I'm gonna get a deposit in my back end regardless, what's the pressure here? If I got 3 battles booked ahead of time, what's the pressure for real? Because after this first battle, I'm still doing the other 2. So how do
yeah.
we put more pressure? Like more shit got to be in play to pressure niggas more, and niggas got to be willing to step up for these pressure times. Like test themselves. Like when I took that battle with Sirius Jones in 3 days, I was purposely to test myself. Nothing else. No other reason. Purposely to test myself and plus to get the battle with Jones out the way. And there was an opportunity and there was time. These niggas just they want to be in more comfortable situations. Fuck being comfortable. That's not what make you.
Yo, so John, how would you feel if even if it wasn't like, all right, if you choke, you lose a percentage of your second half. What if it was like, all right, in a contract, if you choke, you owe me a battle, you owe
That
whatever
like
league it
button,
is a
people.
battle
Smash
for
that
half
like
the
button.
price that you just got paid. You think that'll motivate niggas?
Mm, depends. A nigga.
I think that's respectable to be real. Like, yo, you fucked up on this league, you owe them a battle for half of what you just got paid.
Then they really not gonna be motivated. Then
Or
they
some
really
niggas
might
be
bullshit
already
the
broke
second
for
time.
it before they choke.
Damn, that's
Facts.
They
But niggas don't
really
be caring too because they know they booked on an upcoming card too. You know what I'm saying? So what if you choked, you know what I'm saying, a pre-battle before that card and it's like, you're not going
like
on this card.
like Jay Black was saying, it starts with the passion from the battlers, right? It starts with the passion. The battlers got to be more into it and want it more and all of that. The battlers want money, man. The
that's like the
passion gonna
only
come from
shit
how
that
much that deposit is, because
yep.
that's how real it's gonna be. Unless a nigga just you got to tap in to find your own fun in it.
We gotta
Like
go back to niggas betting their own money too. You know what I'm
it's
saying? And
hard to
that
tell
brings
a nigga. It's hard to tell a nigga that 20,000 a couple times. You get what I'm saying?
right.
It's hard to tell a nigga that unseen 5 figures several times. Guaranteed. Yo, look, you gotta go. You gotta buckle down. You gotta gamble on yourself. You gotta, you know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to tell a nigga that. Like things change now. As far as the battlers coming up, as far as the battlers coming up, they focus cannot be the money right now. They focus can't be. You gotta bring in some money to be talking about money. How y'all just getting into it talking about money? What are you talking about? What your price is?
That's my fault. But I'm gonna say, as far as the choking thing, one of the things that I put in place for the choking issue, when I would sponsor battles, I would put it in the contract that they'd have to complete the battle to get their full pay. And then on top of that, if you complete a battle, it guarantees you another battle. And I think in that way, you're incentivizing people to have a good performance. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that helps.
I'll tell you this. Every nigga that choked, I promise you they did not want to lose that battle. Regardless of what the incentives are, regardless of what. They did not want to lose, man. So you could put a bunch of shit in place, shit's still gonna happen. It's either you cut or you
I ain't
not.
had nobody choke yet since you know what I'm saying? Be honest.
No,
I
I
mean
think choking is
that's who you
inevitable. It's
booking.
too many outside things, but I think it's the habitual choking that becomes
Exactly.
problematic.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe if they continuously choke, then we start dealing with consequences.
So it's a
But
3 choke pass,
but
or what are we doing?
but I agree with Banks saying like it doesn't matter. Like if you choking, that's some type of slip up in the preparation. Some type of slip up. Maybe that one day you were supposed to be going over your shit. You just said, fuck it, I'll go over it tomorrow. And tomorrow done turned in tomorrow again. And then tomorrow, now you're like, damn, I battled tomorrow. Like, now you in some shit. So it is the preparation. You know what I mean? But
John, when
some niggas,
listen, so you don't remember when you was in school and you knew you was supposed to study for this test, and then you try to cram all the information in the night before. You know you was gonna fuck up when you was taking the test. So
yo,
the whole idea that
that's the
shit.
only studying I ever
Listen,
did. The only studying I ever did was the night before, and you know when you before you did the test, they gave reviews, and being that my memory was the way it was, once you gave me a
that's
review, it's
one of those
over. I'm good
anomalies
now.
again. No, you got artists that can freestyle, B. Everybody can't freestyle. Their brain don't work the same way. So the idea that they didn't want to lose the battle, no, they knew they was gonna lose. You could tell by their energy before the battle. Y'all amongst each other. When motherfuckers is in the back somewhere in the dark and walking around and smoking bogeys and niggas, but you know he's not prepared.
Oh yeah, some nigga. I said not everybody. If I ain't say not everybody, that's what I meant to say. Not everybody, wanted to lose. I thought they was gonna lose because some niggas be mad. Like even if you look at like with Twerk Battle Swamp, when Twerk Battle Swamp, right? You would say, you know, he fucked up, but you see how he hated to lose that. He did not want to lose that, but he choked.
No, that's a fact. We taking that
He,
win though.
as you should. But what I'm saying is, like, he didn't want to lose that. That's not nothing. He just like, yo, fuck it. Like, he didn't. All that shit he was talking to Swamp and all of that. Like, he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the one example I could think of. But I just be feeling like niggas try. But sometimes either you got it or you not. I do sometimes do think, since we talk about Twerk, yeah, he be lazy, don't give a fuck. Last minute, day of, the night before, but he's not trying to lose. You know what I mean? So I don't.
And we've heard battle rappers say after battles, like, I went over my rounds 100 times and I knew it, but I still choked on stage. I think sometimes that could be crowd, somebody yell something hella loud that could throw you off. Your man's grab you too tight, throwing your ass across the building, and now you distracted.
I seen that happen.
Yeah, stuff
I
like
seen that
that.
happen.
The inevitable of like why you
But that's
control.
that's why I
I've
said you either
seen them,
got it. That's why I said you
Jaleesa.
got to
I've
either.
seen them get right off stage and repeat after just choking on stage. Get off stage and recite their rounds flawlessly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why I say it's either you cut or you not. Because certain niggas that's really cut, they're not gonna let them distractions happen. Like certain shit is gonna happen. And how you get through that? Sometimes shit be throwing niggas off. Sometimes smoking on stage a fucking nigga up.
Yeah, it can happen.
One nigga might say one word 10 rows
It can
behind.
happen.
Yo, chill. What the fuck you talking about? Like
I done forgot.
anything can throw a nigga
I done
off.
forgot words to a record on stage. So it's definitely possible for you to just catch a back out every now and then.
And you also got to be mental, well, in a situation like a battle, you got to be mentally strong, you know what I'm saying, whatever, like to try to like block out any distractions, you know what I'm saying, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the rappers up here can contest that. Y'all niggas was on corners just like I was. You had to rap over top of fucking cars, blasting music, cop sirens, crackheads
Niggas
arguing,
talking in the
shit like
background,
that,
all types of shit. You
because your
can't tell them to chill
reputation is
out.
on the line.
You
Yeah, your
can't like
reputation is on the line. You know what I'm saying, you want to walk away from this shit with people talking about you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying, I think if niggas care more about their reputation as opposed to just, well, I know my fans won't support me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Then niggas would care more about, you know what I mean, not choking and slipping up and shit like that or getting distracted on stage because you already got it in your mind. I ain't letting nothing stop me. You know what I'm saying? Because my reps on
yeah, niggas either built
Also,
or
I also
not.
be wondering when y'all go over y'all rounds with people, do y'all like the people that listen, are they quiet? Because when people like that I know that wanted to go over rounds with me, I will react. I will stop them purposely so they can get used to that. Because you never know what's going to happen when you get on stage. What you think somebody gonna react to, they may not. So I'll react naturally. I'll just randomly interrupt, just purposely, so I can make sure they know they rounds, so they won't choke. Just try to prevent it. Because if you're always going over your round straight with no interruptions, you're not going to be prepared for those inevitable things that happen when you're on stage.
That's a good
I'm not
take,
gonna
Lisa.
lie.
You was a battle. What's up with
I ain't
you?
gonna lie, I do that same thing. Like when I'm listening to
That was a
JC
good
and
take.
Silk Rounds, nigga, I react. So and yeah, I tell them niggas, you gotta get through that, bro. I'ma react so you can understand. Like when that crowd react, nigga, don't let that shit throw you off your game, bro. You gotta stay focused, bro, for real.
it. And Mickey
I
had a
tell you
prime
this.
example
I'll
with
also
Black too.
purposely not react to a haymaker. They'll spit a haymaker in my mind. I'm like, ah, that was crazy. But The crowd don't be reacting all the time, so you can't get thrown off by what you thought was a bomb that ended up being a dud
Expecting
either.
reactions fucks niggas up too. So that's
Every time.
when niggas expecting reactions to shows and the performance, or they try to lyrics set it up like what? Now you got niggas hyping their own shit. What? Y'all ain't hear that? Yeah, we heard it. Nigga, keep going. What the fuck is wrong with you? But niggas be doing that. I done got accustomed to expecting people to not fuck with me so much. I just be tuning all of that shit out. But that helped me again. But that's what I learned through experience. For me, newer battler, they not gonna know that through experience. They gonna expect reaction because every time they watch a battle, that's what they seeing. The reactions. But I
What's up,
can't
y'all? That's
shoot.
a good point, John. But you know what? Sometimes a nigga not reacting to something you thought was gonna be so good could fuck you up so bad it'll take your confidence from 100 to 2. And now you like, what the fuck? They gonna hate the
Especially
rest
if
of
you're
this
getting
shit.
bombed on. Especially if your
Yeah, and now
opponent
you
wilding
feeling
on you.
like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't like none of this shit that I'm about to say. If y'all ain't react to this and I knew this was the one, now I'm afraid to even rap the rest of this shit. Sometimes that fuck you up because y'all know I be having a little stumblance a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it
Nah, I
could be
never heard it.
anything that fuck you up.
Well, Mickey Faxon said on an episode of Champion Black that's actually re-uploaded it. He said like he be preparing for shit. Like he'll have Chiller like turn the volume all the way up, you know what I'm saying, in a hotel on whatever music they're watching and be yelling at him while he's rapping his round so that way he can, you know what I'm saying, get on stage and not be able to be distracted that easily. You
No,
know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
used to
So
go
But
out.
that might not be what happens though, right? You
yeah,
turn that up and then a nigga pass out while you rapping.
yeah.
You feel me? Like in the fucking tournament, everything went out and they had a pizza party in between me and fucking Head Ice Round. So by the time we come back, I don't remember nothing. And they was like, well, start back right where you was at. And I'm like, how? I don't even know what the fuck I said last. You understand what I'm saying? But who could prepare for that? To know that the lights about to go out and
Exactly.
niggas about to have lunch
But
during my
now,
shit.
but now, if that happens again, no shoe, being that you went through that, you'll be more prepared for it this time.
Oh, for sure. But
And
that's
that's the
that's
point
kind of
I'm
how I
making as
felt with
far as
like Suge. You
experience,
feel
though.
me? I battled Suge and I never had nobody talk through my shit because y'all know I'm type big and you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say the bitches is afraid of me, but they ain't gonna talk while I'm rapping. So when I battle Suge, he's doing wow talking and I'm like, what the fuck? That shit threw me
Salute
off.
to the
But the
boss,
next time
man.
we battle, I was ready for that shit. So I'm talking back. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole, you know what I'm saying, 180, 360, whatever you say, when I battle Suge the second time because I was prepared for shit like that. You feel me?
And that shit you only gonna know to do once you go through it. That shit you only gonna
That's
know
a
to,
fact.
to happen once you go through it. So niggas gotta be. So you could train yourself for anything outside of the field. You could train. You could do whatever you think's supposed to work. And once you get up there and if shit don't go your way, you learn. All right, maybe I should do it. This way or that way. But there's no way I could ever spar with a nigga like Bad News and him not knock my fucking shoulder off. React. Y'all think News is bad when he's when he's hyping somebody in a battle. He's the same way if you sparring with this nigga. So you're gonna get all of the distractions and stops and everything. Fucking with even if he on a phone. Even if he on the phone. What? Nah, nigga, nah, fuck that. Nah.
Yeah, I need that.
So you
When I'm going over my shit, I be like, unmute, bitch. Let me hear something, or I'ma scrap this shit.
you ever been going over your bars or something and somebody muted you or muted their phone but you ain't know? Then you had to stop because you ain't getting no reaction. Like, hold on, do you fuck with
Yes,
this?
like my
Like,
shit
oh,
trash, bro. What happened?
like, nah, my phone's on mute. You going crazy. Keep going. Nah, nigga, take your shit off mute. I need to hear all of
But
the
but that's why I think we have such a tough job as battle rappers because we can never go up there and repeat the same thing. If we do, niggas frown upon it, even though it's our shit. Oh, he recycling bars. You know what I'm saying? Mariah Carey ain't made a CD in I don't know how long, but every year during Christmas she popping. She could go wherever. She could sing whatever. But we gotta come up with new material every single time, memorize that shit, perform that shit, and be perfect the first time. We don't get no redos. You know what I'm saying?
and gotta impress. We
Fact.
gotta impress every time. On top of that, the same people that already know what type of shit we coming with, they know whatever. We still gotta be impressive. That would just set us apart. But we at the creativity level is at one point. It's time to really turn it up now, man. I think niggas is being too reliant on what they think works, and something else got to happen. We got to see some different type shit now. I feel like because it's a show now. It is what it is. We got to use the show to bring attention to the bars.
That's true. And I also feel like some of what Lloyd Banks was saying was correct. You know, when I think about how long I've been in this shit, I be like, when somebody asks me, I be like, oh, I've been battling for 10 years. My fault, I'm outside, so a car going by. I be like, I've been battling for 10 years. Realistically, I've been battling for 14 years. And for us, some of us that been in it since like damn near the beginning, to still be relevant, still be rocking stages, we need to give ourselves some grace, because that's crazy that we still making money, still traveling, still got fans that fuck with us all these years later.
All right, that's a fact.
Y'all think stars can be made, or is it either you get it or you don't?
Nah, stars ain't the issue.
Got it or you don't.
Superstars is the issue. You can make stars. Superstars is a whole different conversation, and there's no new superstars. Oh, am I bugging, John John?
What's the difference for you, Frank?
I think superstars is the people that can grow outside of the. My fault, Batman. What'd you say?
I think personalities will create superstars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And people being drawn to your personality. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you really grow your fan base. Like niggas gotta try to like show more of who they are outside of just battling. That'll help.
I agree, and I think it's the superstars are the ones that can transcend beyond battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I I do my part to try to help push the stars, but a superstar is like Swamp, for example. I think Swamp is like the last superstar, the nigga who outside of just rapping, I would see Swamp in a movie or
I'm sorry, who
yo,
you
come on,
saying?
I'm only gonna
Who
do
you
this one
saying?
time, the boss. You not, yeah,
Oh, my
We're
fault,
relax,
my
not
fault.
doing
I
no
didn't
relax, the
hear
swamp
boss.
you.
campaign on my space,
Yeah,
man. Go on
relax,
with
the
it, Frank.
boss.
Hurry up with your point.
I
It's
didn't
just one
hear him,
time. Don't
John
do that.
John.
Um,
Hurry up,
so,
man.
so yeah, so I think we could see him in a movie. We could see him making albums. We could see him doing things that transcend battle rap. That's a
See, it's one thing you say
superstar.
we could see him do it. He has to do it to be
I
considered
think
that.
he's
He
doing it.
say
Like
so.
he's
Let's
been
say he's
dropping music and
potentially
things
Stay
like that.
tuned,
a
stay
superstar.
tuned.
We've seen him on podcasts.
Let's say
We've
he's
seen him
potentially.
potential. That's what I'm saying. And we need
Yeah, yeah,
more
yeah,
of
yeah.
that
But
because
you,
that's how the culture grows. Is more people that are able to transcend beyond battle rap. We see Geechee Gotti do it. We see Swamp do it. But as far as the new talent, everybody doing their best rum nitty or twerk impression, and that's going to limit you to how far you can go. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's how you figured out who the stars were, though, right? Just all the
Well,
people that
y'all
had
said
something
Swan
else
versus
going
Twerk
for
rematch.
themselves.
I'm sorry, Shuni, say it again. We was
No, I said that's how you knew who the stars were coming up. All the people that had something else going for themselves were the ones that generally became those
100%.
superstars. You know what I'm saying? They're going on, doing interviews. They're going places and doing freestyles and shit like that in movies. And, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you could get your hands on, it was doing merch and shit.
Exactly.
So that's kind of where you found out who the stars was. Because if you ain't had no personality, nobody was fucking with it.
Yeah, but
so
we
that's
see. Go ahead.
so yeah, and that got to be the standard now to get real stars. Like it's like we
But
not
these niggas
seeing
can't even
that much
promo
of
John
that.
John. How can we get them to even get to that point? Niggas don't even promo.
That's funny.
I mean,
I'm
a
talking.
big
I'm I'm saying when we identify who's the superstars now, like the stars, and I think the difference between stars and superstars is doing what you can and doing what you want. When you're doing what you can, you gotta wait for a call. You gotta wait for something to be set up for you. You could be a
Talk.
star, but you're still relying on some outside source to put you in a situation. If there's nobody else, how could you be a star? Now the superstars don't have to wait on nobody to do nothing. They can make their own moves anywhere, in battle rap and outside battle rap, and able to do it for a long time. Somebody could be hot 1 year and be able to make moves within this year. But what about in 4 years when you're not the it at the moment? Can you still make moves based off of who you are, how you move around? That's the difference between a star and a
Talk heavy.
superstar.
No, he cooking.
Business.
Gaddis, you want to add to that conversation, Gaddis?
Nah, I just wanted to say that I think when niggas said they trying to do their best rum and twerk impression, I think that fizzed out because now niggas are appreciating the unique rappers. Like I see niggas hopping on the She Train and the Jada Nightwing. So now y'all embracing the unique styles because y'all got tired of seeing the same shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
but
fact.
like the Jada Nightwing, we don't really consider him new. You know what I mean? Versus like the people that's more influenced. And then on top of like somebody like Jada Nightwing, he's not outside a lot. He's here, and he's so that takes away from him. But he's definitely unique. There's definitely unique talent here. I'm talking about the influx of people when we got to sift through the other. Like even now, guy, you a rapper too, so I know you're gonna agree as far as niggas transitions be the same. Niggas ain't even like you know what I
Chat.
mean? They using the same vocabulary, the same everything, same slang. Nigga, you from fucking New Mexico. What the fuck you talking about? Dots and all of this other shit. Like, all of that plays into a part as far as when it comes to identity. And the internet, I'm gonna hold the internet at fault for that. The internet made the world smaller. The internet made the world smaller. Before the internet, we would go to other cities and shit and hear them niggas talk and not be able to understand the word these niggas is saying. But now we know exactly because we all damn near using the same words. When I first moved to Atlanta, I didn't know what these niggas would say. I kept having to say, huh? What? To the point where I felt like I was being annoying to them because asking them to repeat themselves so much. But now we don't got to worry about that. So now these niggas, they only know battle rap from the internet. So that's what they know. They wasn't rapping beforehand trying to be the best rap. Oh, I'm going to do what they do. Fuck it. Oh, anybody can get known in battle rap. Let me try it. We done seen bloggers come out. They tried to blog, and then next thing you know, they got a battle. We done seen league owners start leagues, then they trying to battle, and then they'll do one battle, then get the fuck out of here.
Sponsors battling, the shit is out of hand.
Sponsors battling. Like, come on, Jay Black won a battle, but he don't. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
Shit getting crazy.
You, I feel like we were talking about new stars, right? I can only pop in here for a couple of minutes again. But I think you guys might have just said it. But I think that unique sounds is 100% something that's missed a lot, and we really need to cherish when we have it here. And I think Jay the Nightwing was a great example. Check out Sheet Happens versus Jay the Nightwing if y'all haven't, because I feel like that's a great example of two battlers that do have their own sound. Because
She definitely, yup.
yo,
She got
we
her own
can
thing.
But
develop.
John, you don't think they knew? I think they fairly new.
I mean, it depends on who you talking to. Like, what's new? 5, 6 years is new. It's 5, 6 years new. If 5, 6 years is new, then all right. You know what I'm saying? 5, 6 years, I don't know. Like, because if my first battle on Grind Time is 2009, and we do 5, 6 years from there, that's what 2015. Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't
That's a
new in
lot.
2015. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we gotta realize what we talking about. When we talking about new here. Unless you're talking about having a breakthrough, that's different.
I
Because
think that's what I'm talking about.
okay,
Recent
yeah, so they ain't had a breakthrough,
top tier.
right? But not only thing somebody like Jada Nightwing missing is the support and the marketability, the marketing side of it, because he's not going to market himself. He's one of these uh mystique characters. He don't really say much, don't really have no real presence online, but when you see him, he got so much potential because he don't even look like he's supposed to be rapping. He don't even look like he's supposed to be rapping, and he's so different. He's poetic.
We talking about
Yeah,
Jada Nightwing?
he's talking about Jay, and I feel like there's
Yeah,
certain talents you can develop. Like, there's some people who don't have everything right when they get here, and I think that especially in an era where punching is heavy, right? We want people to automatically we focus on the writing a lot. There's a lot of great writers. There's an abundance, a surplus of great writers, but not everybody's gonna have their own sound. And I feel like more times than not, I wish that we would take the time where I think a dollar bill is another great example where there's a time that I really didn't think he had
Yes, indeed.
all of the assets together, and I still think he has a lot that he can get better at. but you can't replace the fact that no one else sounds like him. And I feel like that's what we miss. Any legend that we love and cherish in battle rap, most of these people started because we're like, yo, that is completely their own sound. So I know that we're in an era where writing, punching specifically, and all that. Listen, there's a place for people too that are great writers, but just because you're really great at writing, what is your actual, is your flow your own flow? Like when you rap, do I hear someone else immediately that comes to mind? And I feel like that's something that when we talk about new artists, or just artists that are breaking to stardom, because some people it takes them 7 or 8 years. But look at Swamp, you know what I'm saying? It was late by the time he got here, but he's here loud and proud now. It's got to be your own sound before anything. And I think that's the thing we miss. There's plenty of talented people, but there's not plenty of unique people, and we need to seek that out a little bit more as we go forward, even if it takes some more time to develop the other skills.
Nah, that's a fact, and that's the start because it doesn't start and end there. Even if you got marketing, it's so much shit that plays into it as far as the moves you make too. How you move around in this culture is something as well. Like you could be the most unique, talented nigga in the world, but how you move is look at clean paper. Clean paper. He was so unique, so different, but how he carried it, that's the one thing that took away from it. So I think that need to be that's what new battlers are missing. When I talk about direction, it's like how do you want to go about this? Because these new battlers feel like saying yeah to every offer gets them more visibility, more notoriety, or build relationships. And in some cases, that is true. But you got to ask somebody, how do you see yourself, or where do you want to end up in this culture? And a lot of these niggas don't even have an answer for that. They don't know what they looking for because niggas can't just say, I just want to be known. I just want to, because that's really what a lot of these niggas feel. Oh, it's so easy to be known in battle rap. Let me just go ahead and let me just, you know what I mean? But what is your goal here? Some niggas want to be top tier. Some niggas want to be able to make a living off of it. Some niggas don't care about the money in it because they're making their own money. So what's the goal here? And I think a lot of new niggas come into it and they don't have enough goals. Like, what do you want to be remembered as? Like, what do you want to do? Because if you don't got no direction, you just out here aimless. Aimless. You want to be the best puncher? Okay. You want to be the best performer? Okay. What do you want to be? I want to headline my own card. Okay. I want to make Summer Madness. I want to make Gnome. I want to these niggas don't really have no goals. They don't really see at like how far they could really go with it. And I think that's what's missing. The direction from these people. The talent is there for sure, but the direction. What are you trying to get out of battle rap? Niggas need to ask themselves that and answer themselves too. And then you'll be good.
And I respect that, but niggas even knowing what they can get out of battle rap is a whole other conversation. Because this is a roughly, I know y'all we've been in it and watching it and supporting it and all that, but it's roughly new. You know what I'm saying? So it hasn't been shown what the limit is or how far people can take things. People like you, people like Geechee, y'all have shown that there's beyond battle rap. You know what I'm saying? But when you come into this, if you're just passionate about rapping, you don't have a blueprint to follow. You know that you're supposed to win as many battles as you can. But I think we do need to see, we need to have a set path for people so that they know what they should be doing. Nobody gets that kind of guidance where niggas tell them, hey, yeah, your battles are good, but how's your promo? Yeah, your promo is good, but are you making music? Are you selling merch? Do you have a website? Do you have a place where your fans could gather? And a lot of times when I speak to battlers, I don't just sponsor their battles, but I will have these conversations of you are a brand. You're not Peasy the Comb Captain no more. You're a brand. And where are Peasy's fans? Does Peasy have a website? If we get this battle, do you think Peasy can showcase his other skill outside of rapping, and we could put a face off together based on that skill that can attract more of a fan base for you? I think a lot of battle rappers, not so much that they don't have a goal or vision, they don't know what is the goal. Where can they take things? What can they do with these? Some of these guys are great cooks. Some of these guys are great basketball players or great 2K players that can make a killing from streaming, but they don't know
Naming
that
all
they
my
can diversify their brands. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just that they don't know, they just haven't seen where they could take things, and people aren't having those conversations with them. And I tried my best to have those type of conversations.
They could see where they could take it because they could look at how far niggas done took it. Like I think that's enough motivation in itself. Like niggas thought there was a certain ceiling on battle rap, and then you started seeing other things happen. That's enough to at least try to make something happen. Like we talk about niggas is throwing their own events and all of that now. Um, maybe some of these newer niggas might start. They might come in the game trying to start their own leagues. You come in starting out like that. Like I'm gonna throw my own
We
battle
seeing that
song.
with Capo right now. You know what I'm saying? Capo got his own league and he was fresh out the crucible.
That's what I'm saying. There was something. Capo's not a dumb nigga. Capo see it
Nah,
was
he just looked like that. But go
Capo
ahead.
seeing what's going on. Like, all right, I'm going to take this shit in my own hands early. Because if there's red tape or there's politics in the way of making certain things happen, you could eliminate that shit by having your own fucking platform. Now you control the politics. So certain shit you ain't got to deal with, you ain't got to deal with. So we might start seeing more of that. Ain't no might. That's definitely gonna be the direction when niggas start
Yeah,
feeling
it's
like
happening for
they
sure.
can't get on certain platforms and you're gonna create their own. Now it's once you create, what are you gonna do with this platform? Even when you start in the league, what's the direction for your league? Do you just want to book all the matchups that nobody else is booking and just do all the big matchups all the time? Or are you trying to develop new talent? Are you trying to build the scene where you at? You need direction to do anything. You're gonna feel like you on a hamster wheel. You doing all this movement, but going nowhere. Like it's good for the time being, but we talk about pushing the culture forward. This shit started as we talk about the future of battle rap. And to get to a better point, of course, it's good to have these conversations because we all agreeing on certain shit that needs to change, certain shit that we don't agree on. This whole conversation all day was needed because this is gonna spark the mind of something. Something's gonna come from this. And more conversations like this is needed as well because we focused on battle rap all day. We ain't talk about no drama, no bullshit going on, nothing else, nothing else.
Nah,
Focusing
that's a
on
fact.
the problems and how we could fix it. So
But
this
you
is
know what we didn't talk about is female battle rap, John John.
we tried to, we kind of did.
And I mean, would you say is it a crazy thing to say that in some ways, well, let's start here. We don't have enough new female superstars. Is that fair?
Yeah, but we need more new females again. The same way with niggas, we need people that can rap to come to battle rap. So it's the same thing with females. We need females that's out here rapping. We got to find these females that's on IG doing these freestyles and shit that never battled before, and bring them to battle rap and let them learn how battle rap go as they go along. Because you got the rapping part. The problem is these new people, they just watching they fans first, and then they not even rappers. Then they get up there and just try to battle and you focus on all the wrong shit. It got to start from the root of this shit, which is rapping. So the moment we find that, when we find that, now we can focus on the development or whatever. It's just
Okay, but we bring them to battle rap. Where do we bring them to? Is there a centralized place for female battle rap right now in battle rap?
man.
Bars and
I
roses.
tell
Let
you,
them start with bars and roses.
shout out to Bars and Roses, but I tell you the same thing that's happened with the niggas can happen with the females too. Why the females they start in the league? QB,
Shout out QB.
but
Word.
why ain't no female starting an all female league to cater to the females only? Once there's a niche to where we just where they cater to the females only, because like you said, females will support more financially than the niggas a lot of times. So and on top of that, females support females. I don't like. I loved it when, like, when it was Queen of the Ring and it was just females battling there. The idea of Chrome 23 when it came out, just females just battling there, because that's what I was saying. The focus on the females, and people was was, when niggas had that whole Cody and Wody debate, I'm basically saying once you mix the females in with the dudes instead of giving them their own world, I wholeheartedly feels like that takes away from them more than it helps. I really do. Because now it seems as though the only way to profit off of a female battle is if you gotta match them up with the dudes. Because we've been seeing this too much. That's the perception of it. Like, it's like, okay, if you throw an all-female card, you throw an all-female card and you feel like, all right, I didn't profit off of this. Let me switch it up. No, you're not supposed to the niggas ain't profiting either. The fuck? You gotta stick to it. You gotta stick to it. Can the females get a league consistently for at least 3, 4 years where they just cater to the females, give them their own awards, own everything, whatever, everything. Just let it be that, because there could come a time like, look at what the WNBA is doing now. Look, the WNBA is turned up now. We ain't never thought the WNBA was going to be how it is now. Female battle rap is in such a great space to really change the shit, because that could really be the difference in battle rap if you get to a point where a female platform is on the forefront. We talk about the top 3, top 5 leagues. Imagine if we talked about an all female platform. What is that doing for the ladies? Because that means now they in competition with all the other men and they stand on their own because they're in that fucking ranking with all the other leagues. And then once a year or maybe twice a year, we mix it up and now we see the ladies against the men. I just feel like seeing that so much, I feel like that took away from female battle rap. That's my opinion. You can feel free to disagree, but I feel like seeing that so much took away.
Well, I mean, like Bars and Roses is one of those leagues that you speaking on, man, and we push that more. You know what I'm saying? When you hear about women that's trying to get into battle rap, send them towards it. Send them that way. Sean and her crew, you know what I'm saying? They gonna make it work. They looking for women constantly to come in the game and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, put on.
Right, and we need the top females to support them too. The same way we saying like the top battlers need to support the up and coming leagues. The top females need to support this whatever league it is. If Bars and Roses, that's what they doing right now. The females should get behind Bars and Roses. If that's strictly catered to females, that should come up all the time. People should try to touch that platform. If they budget is not that crazy, work with them, because it'll get to a point where y'all will create your own budget. Like, you got to see later on down the line versus what's going on now. Like, it's more shit to gain down the line than it is right now. But niggas don't got long term vision. It's all these short term goals. They trying to be hot right now. We got to support. Like, yeah, so Bars and Roses, that's the female, that's the only platform right now that's strictly catering to females. All the females should be endorsing that. Us too, but it starts with the women. If we start seeing, all right, all the top ladies is going over here, so they bringing that attention over there. Now they got good battles, and now in the midst of while we watching them, they promoting other shit that they got going on. Now we looking forward to that. Now they promoting they up and coming ladies that they got. Oh, they got their own. Like, it's more shit to gain from that. But that's what the women need. A league strictly for them. They need their own fucking world, and we get behind that. The whole culture get behind it, and that's gonna help because it's gonna bring something new. The content got to change too, if you ask me. I ain't gonna lie.
The content for female battle rap, or just content battle rap in
Yeah,
general?
the content for female battle rap, man.
What do you mean by
Like,
that?
I just feel like too much is being said from women that men could say. If y'all following what I'm saying, it's too much being said that men could say or men have said. And I know what I'm saying is asking for a lot. I'm just saying this is what I think will change it as far as the approach from the females. Like, it's certain different shit. Like, I hear more like the gun talk. Like, That's acceptable from certain females and certain shit, but you look at it. Female battle rappers don't kill me. It's just I'm just saying some facts here, but a lot of different guns is being mentioned and all of that, and I'm willing to bet 95% of them. You show them a picture of any of these guns they name, they're not gonna be able to point that out.
It's with like that with
The
these niggas
niggas
too.
too
It's
though.
like that with
The
some of these.
The
niggas
niggas
too.
too,
Nah,
though.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
It's
gonna
yeah,
Exactly.
like
say
yeah.
it's
nothing.
like
That's
that
The
with some of
niggas
these
too.
niggas too.
The
All these
niggas
niggas
too.
ain't got no hammers out
nah,
here
for
for
sure.
putting.
But what I'm saying is, like, as far as the entertainment side, do we want to hear this gangster shit from all the females?
Do we want to hear gangster shit from all the niggas?
That's what y'all tuning in for.
I love it.
I'm just saying, and why niggas sometimes niggas like to hear tough bitches.
All of
I
them.
love it.
I'm not
I
saying
love
I'm
a
not even
I
I'm not
love a
even one of the ones
crazy
that
ass
they
woman.
consider all that time. Sometimes niggas like tough bitches.
I,
I
I,
love that
I,
shit.
I'm pointing
And
out
I
what
heard
I
what y'all
think.
saying, talking about all that unique stuff. Why does everybody tell like, oh, you supposed to be more aggressive and all this other stuff if y'all like how people rap differently? So
Yeah, I never said that. I don't like when people
maybe
do
not you
that. I'm
specifically to
glad you
me,
said
John
that
John, but
because I hate when niggas do that. I hate when
that's
niggas do that.
definitely been since I came in the game. And I can understand the difference between, let's say, stepping up your energy. Those things are totally different versus telling me to rap a different type of way. There's difference
Yeah,
to telling me to improve my performance and things like that versus no, you should just, why didn't you say this more? But because that's not how the fuck I want to come off. So I don't know if it's celebrated the same on this side of the spectrum
And I
or
don't
whatever.
think all
And I'm not
women.
even
I don't
sure
think
if the
all the
gun
women
bars.
rap about guns. I don't
I
think
think
all
there's
of
a
them.
mixture of stuff. I feel like if you talk about personals, they say, "Oh, we just talk about personal shit," or they mention pussy, or they fucking don't talk about guns. I feel like it's gonna depend on what you want to hear. If you
I,
go in there and you rap like, and you rap, even they'll
I
rap like me.
like that
40 be on
coming
some
from
poetic shit. When the
females.
fuck I rap like a poet?
I
My style comes
I
off
like
like
the
that. So I don't
messy
know if there's
shit
nothing wrong
coming
with that.
from females because is more so fitting. Like almost
But a
like
lot
a
of times people get I mean that's a bit misogynistic. But I will tell you this: a lot of times people don't want to hear that, and they discredit female battle rap because they feel like, hey, all they do is use personals and shit. I don't want to hear that messy shit. So it's gonna depend on what you prefer to be entertained by.
yeah. I
I know
mean,
when I hear if I hear E Heart battle, I don't want E Heart rapping about what I heard about you. That's what I heard. Like E Heart talk that shit. I want to hear Heart talk her shit. When I hear Shayna, Shoney, even show like 40, like 40 slick with the pen. Like I want to hear them talk their shit. I don't want to hear a bunch of gossip and shit because I don't even give a fuck. But I don't want them to water down these styles of who we come to love for them being around
And I'm
the
gonna say some
entertainment.
gossip, but I'm gonna make sure that I do it in a way that it's not just like, oh, da 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 da. Like that's I'm gonna do that. Like my second round for the personals, that's my style. That's something I've incorporated into battle rap. I notice people fuck with it. Yes, so I will say I will be on that type of time, but I kind of pride myself on doing it in an artistic way, if that makes sense. Like it's not just
Fact.
up there like, you fuck this person, your pussy stank, da 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 da. Like you're not hearing none of that stuff. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, either an angle or something that, that kind of shit.
I
So
just think
And it
the
ain't gonna be
page in
all
general just got to get more creative. Like how I feel about uh gun bars, that's just not for like I feel like it's overused in nigga rap too. Like it's an easy way to come up with a you know what I mean? It's easy to come up with just a random gun bar. Niggas gotta be everybody gotta be challenged to do something out of the norm. Like when we watching battles, we know it's like we damn near know we're gonna get certain type of shit every time from so in a way it sounds like everybody is rapping about the same thing, even using the same slang. To go to another level, something different has to be done. A new identity got to be established. We could say, "Oh, we cool with this. Oh, everybody's doing this." Well, that's why we at where we at now. That's how I feel. That's why we at where we at now. Some new got to be like I don't know what it is. So maybe I shouldn't even said something new if I can't say what. But I that's just that's where everything just feels so redundant and oversaturated. Like I don't know.
I do agree with that though. In general, I do feel as though like, you know, things could be more creative in certain aspects. I do feel like there are people who try to do a little bit more. I don't know if it's appreciated all the time, but I agree with you.
It's not
I agree with you.
appreciated
I just
enough.
don't think it's like right. I just don't know if it's. I just spoke up because I just didn't know if it's only the female side of things. But I agree as a whole that people should challenge their pens to do more.
Yeah, and I was only as far as the females go, I'm saying because if people feeling like the female side need a better look, I'm suggesting certain things that I feel like can help that side of it. Like And I don't know what, but it's just like if we watching them, like yeah, some niggas do want to hear some females talk some gangster shit. That's good for us. That's good, you know what I mean? But we gotta go back to the conversation we was having earlier. We gotta draw some outside attention in this shit. So us in here, yeah, we appreciate it, but do the outside world want to hear, you know what I mean? Like different females, like all of this other shit. Like that ain't, man, I don't know, man.
Can I say something to you though?
Yeah.
I do agree with a lot of stuff you're saying. I did want to speak on when you guys were talking about the need for an all female league. I feel like because times have changed so much in the culture or whatever, I feel like all of these shifts were necessary, right? I feel
Mm.
like in order to female battle rap to have elevated to the point that it has, I feel like it's definitely was necessary for us to have integrated male battle rap the way we did. It's a male dominated sport. It's just one of those things. Now I do feel like it's necessary again, like you're saying, to have a shift that is focused more on developing female talent, I mean, battle rap talent, stuff like that, which is
Mm.
where Bars and Roses will come into play. So I do feel like that, but I do feel like all of those things were necessary because this is a male, it's a male dominated sport. And we were just talking about numbers and things like that, just compared to viewership and things like that. It just is what it is. So I do feel like we do need to revert back to, again, I agree with you, focus on the females, but I feel like that shift was necessary for us to have as many intergender battles as we've had and things like that. I feel like that was necessary for female battle rap in general to elevate.
Yeah, I
That's my
mean,
standpoint.
I'm not totally against that. It's just about
Hmm.
when they happen. I feel like as much as it was happening in a short period of time, it's almost like desensitized to a point where now it's just like, because it could have been like mega matchups. We see it so much. Like, who was the first dude you battled? Well, you've been battling dudes for a long time, but it wasn't Daylight, right?
No, no, First two I
It was
battled
the
was,
Boston white boy.
yeah. Name Maroney, yeah.
What year was that?
Whoa,
It was a while back,
2000,
brother. It's a while back.
2000,
It was just a while back.
2011. 2011.
So you would say that was before you was established?
That was my very first
For
battle.
sure.
Yep, my very first battle ever
Oh, that was your first
was a
battle.
guy. Yep,
She
Yeah.
cooked him.
I did, and I got cooked.
I feel like from that time when Queen of the Ring was lit.
But
From
I came in on grind time too. Not to interrupt. I came in battle on grind time, so that was a little different. Like
yeah,
Gaddis was over there doing that. Like it was a little different. Where I came in on grind time first, and then I went to Queen of the Ring. So that's why I started off with a guy too. There was a lot more guys over there. There was men like that.
yeah, I feel like had we had this mindset as far as with female battle rap on putting the focus like on a all female battle league or all platform just for the females to cater to them, uh the support would be, I think it would be rivaling um the niggas by now because a lot of support do come from the females. So had there been like a constant support or a constant platform from back then until now, I don't feel like we would be having a conversation or what we could do for female battle rap. It would be where it is at the time. I feel like battling dudes might help individually for certain females at the time, depending on the views or the event or the platforms. But it's almost like how I feel about segregation between blacks and whites. This conversation might go somewhere else, but follow me real quick though. Just follow me real quick. I feel like if we were still segregated, black people would be in a whole different situation. We wouldn't be worried about uh being oppressed and or white supremacy having power over us or we having to answer or cater to certain people like that. I feel like it's the same way when it come to battle rap. Had the females had their own everything that we got behind, they would be in a different situation instead of being relying on, the dudes or the dude platforms and shit. So that's just how I
Let me
feel
ask you
about it.
one question because I can't help myself. I really was trying to come
Inadequate
into space
anatomy. You
and
need
be
to
my
burn
normal person.
calories. I had you winning that
I have
fight.
a question, and
Mm,
anybody who knows me knows me. I have a question. So with that analogy, right? We
mm.
would have stayed separated. That could have been good, and I agree with that. But I still think that's another place where things needed to be shifted. I feel like things needed to be integrated. If we weren't having the same access to certain levels of materials to better ourselves, we would have constantly still been behind. You get where I'm coming from? Same difference with female battle rap. I feel something kind of similar. So I feel like, yes, maybe that integration was necessary, and now it's okay to go back to, hey, we need to start building up our own things and having our own neighborhoods, things of that nature. So yes, I feel like if you're gonna make that kind of comparison, it would have to be something like that, in my opinion.
I had you beating Maroni 40, but Dejan is the owner of Bars and Roses, and I think she's here. I'd rather hear her speak on. But Dejan, how can we as a culture support Bars and Roses more?
Good afternoon, y'all. Um, Follow me, follow the girls. Let me get that out first. But now, like a lot of what y'all said, I missed a lot of the conversation. But from what I could hear, like we could use a lot of the back end and support of the ones who, laid the foundation. We could use the support of the sponsors. We could use the support of the fans. Like we need people in our buildings too. We need people buying our pay-per-views too. And I love what John is saying because as a league owner for the all female league, it's kind of hard and it comes off wrong when I say, let me get these female matchups. It doesn't come off as I'm trying to bring all the traffic to the girls in one central spot to build up the culture. It comes off as you trying to be greedy. No, we are literally what we're working with Queen of the Ring to build that bridge. The sparring sessions that Queen of the Ring did and that love we had, like that's what we're doing with Babs on Bars and Roses. We actually have girls, excuse me, I'm just walking in the house, y'all, but we actually have girls on our league who have never rapped live before. That league was actually started, the foundation was laid by women straight out of the spaces. The ones who they said was only gonna be space girls. They wasn't rapping here, they weren't rapping there. We got girls who never rapped on the space or in battle rap before that we've literally developed into battle rappers. Like shout out to the J Artilleries. Shout out to you know what I'm saying? Like it's girls like that that are a part of Bars and Roses. So yeah, we taking the girls that freestyle. Whoever made that comment, y'all want to see the ones that's outside rapping and gritty and freestyling the tournament. That's what we're doing over here for real. But sometimes it gets overshadowed a lot because we don't have that type of support behind us to keep us in these types of limelights. So I appreciate y'all even inviting me to be a part of this conference, this part of the conversation. But people don't see us like that because we are new, because we have the younger girls, because we are raising a part of the new culture, because even Queen of the Ring is passing down the torch. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be able to bring y'all back, watch the throne, heir to the throne, and all of these things, but we can't do that if we don't have support of the girls who created those things. Because who the girls gonna battle? You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Farrah. Farrah is actually a part of the Bars and Roses team, and she don't play with none of the girls, down to me. And I'm you know what I'm saying? Like she don't play. Like it's not just about your raps. It's about what you bring into the table as a brand, as a whole artist, not just a female with something to look at. But bitch, can you rap? Do you know how to carry yourself? Are you a woman for real? Like, what are we doing out here? Like, it's a lot that actually goes into the sisterhood of what we're building on Bars and Roses to develop them to go to the Queen of the Rings, to go to the Crones, even to go to the bullpens, the URLs, and all of y'all these. Like we're developing the next era of what we want to see the John's book. Because John, I tell you, I be on his ass about booking my girl. I work with a lot of people, but I be on John ass about booking my girl because it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? He done had Mallory over there, Rizzy, all of them. So like Gaddis, doing her thing, the idea she put out, I jumped in real quick. Gaddis fuck with me. We got the girls over here. You got the big girls. I got the new girls. What we doing? I'm on Babs heels. Hey, let's get this heir to the throne cranking. They calling for us right now. Let's go out the door. So we coming, but we need y'all. We do need y'all funds. I'm not going to sugarcoat like, no, we need y'all funds.
Yeah,
We need
John.
y'all to show some love. We need y'all to sponsor over here. We need y'all to pour some of that love, some of that money, some of that energy, some of that pop out and support. Pour that shit over
Hold
here
on.
into
So
some of what
Frank never
Bars and Roses
sponsored the
are doing.
battle for Bars and
I knew you
Roses?
was gonna do that.
I'm talking to the league owner,
No,
Frank. Mute your mic.
but I will say in Frank's defense, me and Frank have agreed to work together on the music side because I'm more so known for my music management company because that's a whole nother side. But that's something I've also tried to bring in.
We
I've
could do
learned that
both.
a
We
lot
could
of
do
our girls
both.
are musicians. Most of my team is signed to Rock Nation distro deals. I've pitched where for girls to send in music so that we can get it registered. It could be the theme song for the battles as they come on. Like we are more than a battle rap league. We are building brands and true artistry over here, and I want that to be appreciated.
No, let me be
Okay.
100% clear. Dejan's being nice. I completely dropped the ball on supporting Bars and Roses. I've had asked talent to go over there to go do their thing. I've retweeted and all that shit, but that's not enough. and taking accountability for myself. I've been caught up doing a lot, but it's my responsibility as my platform is for the fans. I need to be sharing the love and sharing the blessings with every league equally. And I'm gonna definitely make sure this year that I get a Bars and Roses sponsorship in.
Yeah, stop trying to link with
I
all
appreciate
the
you.
major top leagues that's established already. Go in the mud, man. Support them up and coming, man. Bars and Roses should be your focus 2025.
Definitely, myself and my nigga Gaddis gonna make sure we pull up and support Bars and Roses.
Oh yeah, because we definitely have nothing else. We
I
definitely get
for real
down
think
big
we
time.
need to do that. We need to do that event, have all of the, and they all, Dejan, they all hit me up and said, yeah, everybody, C3, Shane Ashley, even Misfit. Like, yeah, I come and see all the new girls. Let's pick one, the one that, and I feel like that will help them with their development as well. Then
And
Facts.
you
making them
you
do
got
a
an
two
event,
on
right,
two.
Dejan? You got an event coming up soon,
Yeah,
right?
we
You
have
wanna speak
our
on that?
first event of the year coming up April 5th in North Carolina, Kannapolis, North Carolina. That's about 20, 30 minutes outside of Charlotte. But y'all pull up. I know it's a lot happening in April. I know, a lot going on, but y'all pull up. If you can't pull up by the pay-per-views, the giveaways, like we appreciate all of that. We appreciate a lot of fan engagement. We do the spaces, we do interviews. So if you do interviews, book the girls. They gonna come up, they gonna put on the show, run your numbers up, and we gonna have a good time. But that's what it's about. It's about building the brand. It's about the same way we've talked about before, like when you walk into a Queen of the Ring building, you can name 10 fans that you're gonna see in that building before you get there because they are fans of the brand and not just the individual. That's what we want to bring back to female battle rap. We want y'all to be fans of the brand and the women and not just, yeah, y'all cute, y'all this, y'all that, but these bitches can rap. So Gaddis tell the big girls, we ain't scared, boo boo. Like I told you the other day, we bring the old bitches too. Let's rap, nigga.
And you got a date, Dejan? You got a date for the
The
event?
old bitches is crazy.
You said it. But the upcoming card, Frank, is April the 5th. But whatever Gaddis come up with for that date, I'll make sure it works out for my girls, and we'll definitely keep y'all in the loop on that one.
Don't
But
don't don't get them new girls, them killers too soon.
No, I was gonna say, and as far as the old girls doing, like the older girls doing our support to help as far as popping out things like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, how does those things work too outside of? Because I told you I take. Oh, girl,
facts.
you know what time I'm on.
I might say, just let me know. Like y'all see, the dope thing about being coachable, even as a league owner, is I got to be able to take constructive criticism and see shit from y'all's view sometimes because y'all's legacy is the ones we're walking in. So if you see something on the outside that we might be able to tweak over here to make the program better, or you might see something in a girl that you may not think we've bought out in development, tap in and let me know, or call me and say, Deshaun, give it here. I'm a mentor of this
What
one.
you
You
what you
gotta.
what you think about doing this? Let's just say you for different Bars and Roses events, you get try to put together mega matchups with amongst females and just having that main event, but doing the undercard with your up and coming battlers to give them when they see the main event, the established people work, they learn off of that and being able to share the stage with them. So you don't got to stress the budget to have a whole top to bottom card full of names. But let's just say every few months you do one major matchup. You know what I mean? Where you could find females that'll support the cause because
Thanks.
you know what I mean. So one major matchup, and then you and let your up and coming battlers under that get the experience from being there. Then later on down the line, you could possibly do an event, which like almost like a rookies versus vets event because they got the experience now. Like, what you think about building on that?
Nah, I'm with it. Like I want to say, so far the biggest name we've had come actually rap so far has been Torture, but we've been bringing out the Shunies, the Farahs. I think we had Jazz book for one, but we didn't get around to it. They actually come out and host and check out the girls, see what they got to do. Sometimes our sparring sessions will consist
I
of some
got
of the
one for you
veteran
right
girls.
now. I got one for you.
Let me know because April 5th around the corner. I'm with it.
You need to be trying to work on official and Chirac.
I seen that. I seen it. And another thing too that we can't forget, like I also work with Queen of the Ring. So I be trying to find like that fine line of where Bars and Roses stops and where I take those matches on over to Babs to put them back on the Queen of the Ring stage.
I feel that, but like, are you the owner of Bars and Roses?
I am the league owner of Bars and Roses, but I gotta speak for both of the companies I work with because it's a collaborative effort to an extent,
Talk
you
to
know.
that nigga.
we're getting the girls ready for this new era that y'all want to see revive Queen of the Ring in the people's words. So that's what we gonna do. So some of the matchups, I'm just like, do I bring this to Bars and Roses or do I
Oh,
bring
so
this one
Bars
on
and
over to
Roses
Queen of
is
the Ring?
like in collaboration with Queen of the Ring.
Bars and
Like you
Roses,
getting them ready for Queen of the Ring.
I'm getting them ready for any big stage. Like I said, Yo big stage, Babs big stage, Smack big stage. We getting them ready for all the big stages. But most of our battles will lead to Queen of the Ring sparring sessions, girls being taken over to Queen of the Ring. Like so far, Rainfire Moon, Tasha the Author, Mallory X, and Nate, they are all Queen of the Ring, the first set of Queen of the Ring girls to come from Bars and Roses. So we want to continue that train, but nah, it's not one track. If you see what your trajectory is, and it may not be Queen of the Ring, that's okay. We did our part in developing you, and we still gonna book you after you make it big. But we're not opposed to booking anybody, but our main focus is giving the light and the development and time and talent to the newer girls coming through.
Do you got any like as like all right, so what's because we was talking about this earlier. What's the direction for Bars and Roses? Where do you see that going? Do you want that to be a major league, or is that just more like a developmental league to get everybody ready for everywhere else? Or do you plan on being a major platform yourself?
I feel like two things can be true at once. We can be a major platform and still develop talent. And I think that's honestly what I want, that perfect medium. I want to be able, when you say Bars and Roses, you already know exactly what type of girl you about to get. She coming in professional, she got her shit together, she got her raps together and all of that. But she coming from Bars and Roses. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it might be a mega match and we be like, it's on Bars and Roses and it's not a big deal, or it's not a this should have been over here, this should have been over that, because it's respected. Like overall, my overall goal is for the platform and the people a part of the platform to be respected, for their art form to be respected, for their craft to actually be respected without all the ugly politics that come behind that.
Hmm.
I appreciate you even making time to have this convo, Dejan, and salute to you for even taking that on. I think it's extremely important for female battle rap that there be a centralized place to develop the talent and also create mega opportunities for the ladies. So appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all for inviting me. Thank you.
Shout out to Bars and Roses.
April 5th, hold that down.
Uh, that's it. We got about ten
Gaddis,
minutes
you've been
left.
hella quiet, Gaddis. What's going on?
Gaddis better not be over there writing bars for me, because I'll tell
Word,
you right now, it's not the
she'll
route
cook
you
you,
want to
bro. What
go.
do you? She'll cook you. What do you mean? And you've been avoiding battling this female too, John. Let's get to that. Gaddis will cook you. Like, don't do that.
Gaddis better chill out, man. You know, my
Okay.
pops feel like Gaddis is like the female version of me. I don't see it,
Mm.
but he always, ever since when she battled Hustle, he been saying that. Was it Hustle? Was that known
Yeah,
when she did the
hustle.
Laura Croft shit?
Yeah, the Laura Croft shit. Yep, yep.
Yeah, he been saying
Fire.
that ever since then. I don't see it, but I told him, Pops, chill for I cook her. Like, relax. But
You just gonna let him get these bars off, Gaddis? Like, this is
I'm
crazy.
gonna take
John
it.
John's around the corner. We both in the A.
I'm a grind time baby too, so I know what you got going on. Don't play.
Damn, John John, you old.
That's a fact. You see,
Yeah,
I'm over
she's.
here. I'm the bitter old nigga now. Hate everything. Hate everything going on. It's like the old niggas that hate how rap is today, that hate drill rap. That's how I be feeling sometimes. That's why I be keeping my opinions of myself. I'm like, I don't know if I'm just being old, and I don't want to sound like the old hater. I don't want to sound like Av. Like,
Yo.
I don't want that.
Nah, this was good conversation though, and you. This was like the whole day. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you and Gaddis, man. Cook this nigga, Gaddis. Let's go.
Man, but salute to everybody that tuned in, man. It was a healthy conversation. I definitely appreciate everybody input, everything. Frank for being the co-host, getting everybody, because I
Appreciate you.
wouldn't know how to navigate and do all that funny shit. I'm just here to talk, man. I feel
Go
like,
ahead.
this is what I wanted. I feel like something good gonna come out of this conversation or these conversations, and it was
I
all
like the
healthy.
grumpy John John. I appreciate it.
The grumpy John is in?
Yeah. Because you claimed that was me. Only thing I don't like you trying to run off the women, John. I can't stand with you with
Oh,
that.
don't do that.
Nah,
Don't put that
come on, we
narrative
got
out
past that.
there. Oh, man.
Chill, Ab.
Ass.
They already trying to kill him on the timeline.
Yeah,
Damn,
man.
ass.
Oh my
I
God.
thought we got past that, man. We talking
Niggas
about
ignored
moms and
everything and just
roses.
took that little piece. Like,
Man, the boss was in here during that conversation. If that's what he really said, y'all think the boss would have like
word,
not crazy
word.
on
Man,
John?
this is battle rap, but you know how that
Yeah,
goes.
man. John versus Gaddis going down. You know what I'm saying? Queen of the Ring, holla. Let's get it done.
Queen of the Ring. Oh, you got the bread for it?
What we doing,
You
man?
can lock it in right now, Frank. Gaddis,
Slow
you need
down,
some money?
He's sponsoring it. We
Gaddis, you
expensive.
need some money?
Yup. I
Slow
need another
down, slow
chain,
What's up?
down.
Frank.
You
What
can
up?
send that bread. I'll set it
Yo,
up.
remember how y'all said we got to work with the prices and all that? Y'all remember that conversation?
No, we said the price got to work with us.
Yo. Hey, man, salute on a great space, man. Thank you, John.
Nah, you're ready, man. I'm about to tune out of here. Everybody, real quick, if y'all really want battle rap to go further, just unfollow Jay Black.
Please.
We would get into a different type of, you know what I mean, a different type of space, and we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just don't
Frank,
shake his
where'd you
hand.
go book that battle?
End the space.